Hello and welcome!
Yay!
We're Swansea, welcome to some D&D! We're back from a little break. So we're going to find out if Adam remembers how to run D&D, because Adam doesn't remember if Adam remembers how to run D&D. So let's hope Adam remembers how to run D&D. How are you all doing, guys? Are you excited to play?
Yeah.
Yes.
Very.
Like, heck
Feels like
yes.
a long time.
It does feel like a long time, doesn't it?
It is. It's been a long time. Sorry.
As you can probably tell, we're unfortunately missing Ryan this week, so we always got someone on the revolving door. It's Ryan or Verity just swapping out every week.
I think they're the same person. I've never seen Ryan and Verity in the same room.
Exactly.
Like,
Never seen them in the same D&D stream at the same time.
Exactly. You can't prove that they're not the same person.
Indeed.
Only time they've been together has been pre-recorded video.
Yeah. For sure.
100%. Yep.
So yes, no Ryan. So I will be running Brask. Although I might give control of Brask to one of you guys in combat, or maybe make it democracy, whatever.
Democracy. Sorry. It's lots of Obi-Wan memes lately.
Yes. But cool. Okay, so the plan is we're going to play for 2 to 3 hours, as kind of always. A short break about an hour in, but as always, this is improv, this is D&D, who knows what's going to happen, so don't hold us to any specific times. But yes, we'll see if we can achieve that. A few other things. Look at our cool overlay, guys! That's what I wrote in my notes.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it?
it's on the right. On the right.
On the right.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Wow!
Ah!
Yes. Good. Yeah, we've done it now.
So we have enabled D&D Beyond's overlay, which I think we did last stream as well, but this time we have hopefully got some little icons for our characters. We've been busy making our characters in Hero Forge, which we're now using as icons, so hopefully you'll be able to see that.
I should mention as well, if you're watching this on YouTube, I am very sorry. Go
That's
on.
true.
Yeah. No, that is good.
Cool. Alrighty.
Sorry for that.
Testing the overlay is a great way of me remembering how few hit points I have.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Oh dear.
Yes, but don't say for why yet. We'll get to that in
No.
a second. Because I'll do a recap of last session, but obviously Verity wasn't here for most of it. So there's some things that Christina would know and some things Christina wouldn't know. So I'm going to do this in 2 parts. We're going to start with what Christina does know. So, the party, Small and Mighty, have taken upon a job to help rid an abandoned tavern of some squatters living there, intending to help relocate them before someone else worse came along and did it instead. Arriving at the tavern, at the location of the tavern, in a small, out-of-the-way cul-de-sac in the northeast side of Lowbank, they found that the whole street was in party mode, and celebrating one of the locals' 111th birthday, despite that person in question looking a lot younger than 111. The party went ahead with some conversing with the locals, and were told that there were no squatters in the tavern, but of course the party decided to go check it out for themselves anyway, and broke into the apparently empty tavern. Now at this point, Christina stayed behind to carry on partying with the locals. I think the way I phrased it last time is that you use disguise self to make yourself look like one of the locals, and you've just been off playing with them. So at this point, I'm gonna mute, I'm gonna server deafen Verity, so she can't hear what I'm saying.
Deafen?
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Verity, can you hear me now?
Sounds like someone.
I'll take that as no.
No.
I guess no.
I don't think.
So
Can you hear me now? No, I can't hear you.
Lol.
Carry on.
Fantastic.
So you guys did go inside, and you did find a squatter, a kind of unusual squatter, in the form of a forest troll that the townsfolk had been hiding away and harvesting for meat, and using to unnaturally extend their lifespans. You, as a party, attempt to negotiate returning the troll, called Woyulf, to a nearby forest, but the townspeople refused to let her go, and with tensions rising, a fight was about to break out. Bring Verity back. But we're going to pick up with Christina, who is out in the street partying. So, Christina, you're out in the street, there's various games going on, you see people playing Pin the Tail on the Draken. There's a bunch of kids running around playing mages and justicars. You see little ones running around throwing small pieces like confetti pretending to be fire, and the 2 other ones with these kind of sticks pretending to beat them up. There's loads of people doing this dance called the Barefoot Shuffle. You see a bunch of people just sort of weirdly shimmying without shoes on. These are all the party games you guys made up last session.
It's like Party Rock Anthem, but barefoot.
Yeah. It's been a little while, Christina, since you've heard from your party. You know they went off to go do something. You're not sure where they're gone.
Yeah, I imagine Christina would be like, just like wanting to chat to people, just like seeing what the crack is, and then just sort of getting all swept up in it. And she's probably drinking, actually. So
Yeah, most likely.
what would be the equivalent of a drunk check? Does that
you wanna
determine where things go from
Sure,
here?
okay. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. If you do well, you're not that drunk. If you do badly, you're very drunk.
Yeah. And so what do I roll?
So Constitution saving throw. So on D&D Beyond, if you go to your saving throws and click on Constitution, it should do that for you.
Got it. 14.
14. Okay, that's not too bad. So you're quite tipsy, but you're not like blackout drunk at this point. You're still. You remember having friends, and you remember doing something. You're here for something, and you're starting to now wonder where your friends are.
Yeah.
You're not sure how long has passed, but it's the kind of thing like, oh yeah, I came here with people. Where are they?
Yeah. So I guess I should start asking around.
Okay.
I'll do a perception check and see if there's anyone who's in their right mind. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Roll me a
who knows
perception
what's
check.
going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me a perception check.
I have -1 perception and I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. So a 0.
See nothing.
Oh,
Great,
boy.
beautiful day.
In your drunken logic, you're like looking around. You're just like swaying. You're seeing everyone who's also quite tipsy and pissed, and you go, "The children, they won't be drunk." So you start like chasing around these kids who are playing mages and justicars. And you're like, they can't be drunk. They'll know the answers. Yes. So,
I'm also wearing a disguise, so I don't know what I look like.
yes. The way so what I said last time is that you just kind of just made yourself generically look like one of the townspeople. You can decide if you just copied someone's face in particular, or if you just made some sort of amalgamation of faces.
Yeah, because the locals all look really young, don't they? Like,
I mean,
don't know.
yes, yeah, they mostly look young. There are some who look older, but most of them look very young.
I guess I've just sort of changed my clothes to assimilate a bit more, and then maybe morphed my features a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So you look like one of the townspeople, and you're chasing after these kids running around. What are you saying as you're trying to get their attention?
Yeah. Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse me!
Okay.
Oi! Oi!
Oi.
Oi!
That's
You!
Make me an intimidation check. As you're kind of almost taking on the role of like a parental figure, trying to tell off these kids. Not intentionally, but that is what what they might see you as.
20.
20?
Not a natural 20.
Crap.
So you start going up. You start like, excuse me. It doesn't work. You go, oi! And the kids freeze. They just want to upright, and they all just turn and look at you. Like, yes.
I'm looking for my friends.
You watch as they all push like one kid forward, who seems to be slightly older than the rest. Who's like, you want to speak? You want to speak to Timmy?
Hi, Timmy. I can't find my friends. There's three people who look like me, and one that looks like a dragon, and I don't know where they are. You know where they are?
I'm gonna roll some sort of check for Timmy.
Roll a Timmy check.
No, if you just start crying.
Intimidation. Sorry.
He's sort of like looking around. He's like, I think the only dragon I've seen is the one over there. And you see he points to something that looks vaguely dragon shaped, and you can see that some townspeople are like stabbing it with these tails made of like straw and stuff. Like, Is that what you mean?
I might
It's
have
like
to
a
do another
game.
perception check on this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, go roll another perception check. I'm gonna say with disadvantage because you're drunk.
What?
Oh, I already rolled a 1. Oh, I rolled 2 minus 1, so 1.
Okay, fine. Don't bother the disadvantage. It's not worth it. You see what is clearly Brask being attacked. These people are stabbing Brask with what appears to be tails, very strangely, but it's Brask and he's under attack by townspeople.
Just when we thought it couldn't get any worse.
I know. Am I going to cast some magic or not? This is the question.
Here's the question. That's for you to decide.
Question. Maybe just a little cantrip.
Okay. Just a little cantrip.
A little cantrip.
Good try.
I'm gonna run over and cast Eldritch Blast just into the crowd. Just break
my
it up.
God.
Sensible.
It'll be fine. Just a little one. Eldritch Blast.
Of all the little cantrips, that's the biggest
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
What are you aiming
my
at?
friend is under attack. Well, I'm
Yeah,
just aiming. I'm not aiming at anyone. If I just see sort of a crowd, I'm just trying to break it up, just casting it into.
Do you have to have
sort
a
of how
target,
you'd
though?
Oh, okay.
You're aiming for the floor or something near, the kind of at the feet. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Remind me, what does your Eldritch Blast look like?
Oh, I don't remember. It probably looks a bit different because I've learnt how to use it. So it's probably a little blue zap, a little blue lightning,
Yeah. Okay. So you fire this lightning bolt down. You just hit the ground between where one person was standing, holding the tail, and he just jumps back. You see them all kind of stagger back. I'm gonna roll a check for them to see if they can. Okay. They step back and they look shocked and they go, "You didn't tell us we had fireworks!"
Fair enough.
And you just watch some of them start cheering. So you're like, "Yeah, fireworks!"
Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna keep. Whilst this is happening, I keep running and rugby tackle what I think is Brask as protective, and then I realise. Oh!
Yeah. So what you do, you run up and jump, you grab Brask, you tackle him to the ground, and as you hit the ground, he completely compresses as you basically, this straw draken just collapses under you. You feel like scratches a piece of straw, you just fall into this thing. And all those again, silence. And yeah!
Yeah!
Dragon Slayer! These townspeople just go fucking nuts for it.
And I go, yeah! But then as I make a gesture, I cast dancing lights just by accident.
Okay.
There's more fireworks.
At this point, they are fully involved and convinced this is a show of some sort. They're just like, fireworks!
Yeah!
They're fully on board with this idea.
I am proper into it, so I think just generally, ooh, yeah. I just make little lights and sparks and stuff. It's I'm just forgotten about my friends again. I'm yeah.
Become the life of the party.
Yeah, okay.
Party.
Alright, so that's where we'll leave you then.
Didn't expect anything less.
No,
Okay.
not I. That's right.
I didn't
Hopefully
expect it to go that chaotically, to be honest.
I
When
did.
you roll a 1, then a 20, then a 1. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I did.
You get results, they're just not the results you were initially wanting.
Yeah, something happens. Okay, so that's what's happening outside with Christina at the moment. Back inside the tavern. So to remind you guys, this old lady.
We're in combat, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Mr. Morgan's combat. You are quite right. I was just going to reset the scene. So you are downstairs in this abandoned tavern. Woyulf is hiding around the corner, and you have the old sort of matronly figure of the little cul-de-sac, Rosalind, has just basically said, "We can't let them leave," and saying this to the large butcher fellow who came down with her. And yeah, roll initiative, please.
I will say, just to remind everybody, that the reason she's can't let us leave is because she noticed the reporter that somebody insisted we bring along Yes.
Yeah.
I've got no idea what you're referring to, and even if I did, it wouldn't have. It'd be fine.
Did we? I
Okay.
can't remember if we rolled initiative last time or if we didn't.
You did not.
Ooh.
Yes, you were
Oh,
talking. You were trying to convince her to let you take Woyulf back
We're
to the
making
forest.
progress.
You weren't, but
We're making progress.
it was kind of getting to a bit of a stalemate. And then, yes, Chad mentioned a reporter, and that obviously triggered Rosalind to be like, "We got to do something about this." Which is worth mentioning. Yes, you have Jenny Adler with you. I didn't mention that in the recap. But anyway,
Hang on, is Verity muted? Verity, are you muted?
No,
Oh, right, good.
I'm still here.
Cool. Great.
I have an idea.
yes.
Christina is not in combat.
Mhm.
Could I play as Brask?
Absolutely. I like that idea.
Good idea.
Good.
So, in which
Very
case...
nice.
I'll try not to kill him.
Haha. But initiatives. Okay,
How
so...
do I mean, it's fine. I'm not gonna try doing anything to imply that Verity you're playing as Brask, because otherwise the layout is gonna break.
don't do that. That's not worth it. But yes, Chad, what did you roll your initiative?
16.
16. Excellent. Athalia?
13.
13.
I was saying, as everybody's gonna get into combat, can Tiny just be like, right, we don't want to kill anybody, right? To the party.
Yeah, you say that. That's fine. Verity, roll me a d20, and then I'll add Brass initiative. But in the meantime, Pebble. Oh, gone.
I rolled 15.
15,
Wow.
okay. Let me get his sheet up. Here's +2, that's fine. So 17, Brass is going to be speedy. Pebble, what'd you get?
5.
5. Got a roll for Jenny and the others now. So.
It's very intense music for.
I like it.
It's probably like amping us up for the.
I can see myself clubbing to this.
Yeah.
Where's that done that?
I had a realization earlier that the perfect mashup should exist, which is of the saddest song I can think of mashes up perfectly with the least sad song I can think of. It's motion picture soundtrack by Radiohead would fit absolutely perfectly in I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas. And I need that to happen. I need that to happen.
Neat.
You do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Good.
There we go.
The
Right.
The other figure in the room here is the butcher man, isn't it?
Yes, so, yeah. So you obviously got you guys, apart from Christina. You have Jenny with you. Woyulf hiding in the shadows. You have a butcher man, and you have Rosalind. But up first is Brask.
What?
So what I'll do...
I don't know who these people are.
About to say, because you don't quite know the situation yet, Verity, I'll do Brask's first round.
Okay.
You can pick it up from there afterwards. Just trying to think what Brask would do. Brask recognizes the threat, and he's smart enough that. So Brask is going to throw his boomerang straight at the butcher guy. He's the big guy, he's the threat. So Verity, could you roll me a d20, please? And then add 4 to it.
22.
That'll do damage, yep. Perfect. Now roll me 1d4 plus 4.
8.
8 points of damage, excellent. So straight in there, Brask, recognizing the danger, the death thing going, immediately brandishes his boomerang dragon thing and just chucked it down. You watch it just flies down and just hits the guy, like smack him across the face, BAM! And it flies back up to Brask's hand. Cool. That'll be Brask's turn. Up next, Chadronethius.
Chaz is drawing his. So I think he's already got his sword.
You had
hasn't he?
sword drawn, yeah.
Already, yeah. As he winds up an attack, can I roll a? What would I need to roll to see if he realizes a bit more? Basically, the idea is that in the background, in the background of all of this happening, there's a realization, a couple of things that he hasn't put two and two together yet.
Yeah.
I want to see when he realizes, without me just being like, "Oh, I've thought about the situation in the last few weeks." I want to see if he realizes.
Just roll me an Arcana check.
Ooh.
So intelligence if you're not proficient, which chances are Chad isn't.
That is an 8. So probably
Not yet.
probably
Not yet.
that stuff. Okay.
He's not consciously aware of that ability yet. It might come up, accidentally. I'm fine with that, but he can't
It's
think about doing
not
it.
not an ability. It's about the just realizing the situation of the
social situation.
the social situation. Yeah, with some things he hasn't quite put together.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about your abilities. Use them in combat. In that case, that would have been an insight check. So if your bonus is different, change it.
It's
So
the same.
It's
It's
fine.
the
Then
same. Yeah.
same thing happens. You haven't quite figured out what's going on. You just, as far as you can tell, there's a butcher now about to fight you.
Cool. Gonna go for a good old sword strike on the butcher man.
Go for it.
So that is a natural 20 to hit.
Holy-
Yes. That will hit him.
25.
My
I
God.
take it that works.
Are you?
Now,
Is
Yeah.
he doing non-lethal damage, right, Chad? Right, Chad?
Sure.
he's going for an arm. He's going for the arm that's got the thing. Oh yeah, can I direct the attack if it's a critical?
It was a roll,
It's
right?
not for critical, so I have rules for this. So you can direct the attack if you have advantage on the attack roll. Because you basically need to
okay,
set
right.
yourself up in an advantageous position.
But they do
At the
take
moment-
lingering injury, right?
No. So bad guys don't take lingering injuries the same way as you guys do.
Sad.
Fair enough.
So,
Right,
but you still do
my
double damage, so it's,
That is
nothing
pretty good.
to sneeze at.
double damage.
Yeah, so you definitely hit. So you roll twice the amount of dice.
So
I
that
think
is
on D&D Beyond you might be able to
13
strike 13 points of
plus
damage.
10, 23 points of damage.
Nice.
Holy
And
crap! Wait,
I
how?
would like to.
Where's your plus 10 come from?
Yeah, how is it 13 plus 10?
Because you said to roll twice.
So what
Okay,
did
was
you
that
roll?
both rolls?
Do you roll a d20?
It's a 1d8 plus 5.
Plus 5. Jeez, you've got a big swing.
Oh.
Yeah, 1d8 plus 5
Fight
twice.
Damn.
And I
So
would
technically
also
you don't
like
add the
to-
you don't add the plus 5 twice. So you roll
Okay,
twice the amount of
right.
dice, and then you add the modifier once.
Right. Okay. So
There'll be-
to 18.
18.
I would like to. Chad's in a bit of a desperate situation here. He's quite low on hit points and stuff, and from within him, he just summons a little bit of an extra psionic power, which is an extra 1d6 of damage to that.
Yeah, go for it. Add it on top.
Plus 5, so back up to 23, please.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay.
That was something.
So yeah, then 5 back onto that.
A
So that's fine.
psionic energy die.
Cool. So you see, almost immediately, this guy looks rough. Like this guy, although obviously burly and very muscular, and wielding a stupidly big cleaver. Not a skilled fighter. Not similar to you, Chad. Like you had training. You were trained by your father, the warlord. And Brask is a fearsome tribal warrior. Like you guys are already laying the smack down on this guy.
And Chad is going to run away.
Yeah.
After that, he's going to go. Ah! Doesn't
Yeah.
quite understand what he's just done with the psionic power.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he's
Yep.
really not heavy, so not in a good way.
Yep.
So he's going to run away towards the pile of arms.
Sure. Okay. So you're gonna run back up the stairs towards the pile of arms. As you run away, the guy's going to take an attack of opportunity against you.
Oh God, of course.
That will be a 17 to hit.
It does not hit.
Oh, lucky. So you guys you see he staggers back from the big hit you give. As you turn to run, you watch as he kind of wields the cleave and swings it towards you, but you just manage to just dart away up the stairs. Basically, you kind of get your shield just in the way and just hear it as it scrapes past your shield. And you duck upstairs.
Can I just ask one thing? I've just noticed that my hit points on the overlay are incorrect.
I don't
Cool.
see updates correctly
That's exciting.
for some reason.
Yeah, I've got 11, not 8.
Okay.
Anyway, that's the end. Thank you.
I don't know if you used it yet, but you have as a fighter, you get a thing called Second Wind.
Whoa.
Yes, I have used
I don't know if you
that.
You might
No,
use
I
it
haven't
last session.
Yeah. No,
So
I
if
used
you want-
psionic. I used a
Yes.
psionic recovery last time.
So
Not the, yeah.
I think Second Wind is a bonus action, which you haven't
Oh, I
used yet.
can. Yes.
There we go.
Quick question: who has
I
the
won't do that.
inspiration die?
Oh, sorry, you do, Sarah.
Me? Oh shit!
Yes.
Okay,
I forgot about that. Yes, that's what my notes say. I can't remember quite why, but you have it.
that's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it.
In that case, while I'm running, gonna
Yeah.
just do a quick
Yes.
second wind.
Yeah. See,
You run away
look-
and go. Wait a second. No.
Yeah. You'll notice I waited until after the attack opportunity to tell you that.
Yes, thank you. 1d10 plus 3. I'll roll.
Because
that.
I could have been nice and told you about it before you ran away, but I was like, no, wait, see if he remembers
No,
himself.
that's fair. That's entirely fair.
Cool. Alright, that's the end of your turn, Chad. So you can heal up your own turn, it's fine. Athalia.
Hello. It's a quick question: Is Chad still looking pretty bad in terms of health?
I imagine so.
Hang on, that's not. Yeah, it's not great.
Are you still bloodied?
That's plus 9 plus this. That's plus 12. Let me just add the 12.
Is second wind the
he's looking
healing
alright.
one, or
He's
is it?
looking
Is
alright.
it?
He's looking.
He's looking
okay.
alright.
He's looking okay. 22
Yeah.
out of 23 out of 33. So he's about.
Okay.
He looks about a third of him looks bloodied.
Lol.
Fair enough.
Okay. I mean, it's fine. Tali might still. So I think. I think Tali's gonna cast Healing Word.
Okay.
So she's gonna be like, Chad, and then she's like, let the light heal you, and kind of extend her hand, and then like light was gonna come from her hand, kind of like
Ooh.
And
light.
can we, for the sake of the story, can we say it heals him, but it feels slightly uncomfortable because it's light? And no, I will shut up now.
I'm doing it first level, so you can have 4 extra hit points.
Oh, are those
No,
those?
No, like
Those
sorry,
temporary?
You heal.
Heal.
You heal 4 hit points.
Not bad.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Little top up, yeah. That's bonus
And
action.
as he's ready, he's like, thank you. My claw.
And then the butcher guy. Does he look pretty bad?
Yes, he looks pretty bad already. You would describe him as bloodied.
Okie dokie. Tali might try and throw. Oh wait, well, how big is this guy? Is he a medium creature?
He's very large, but he's a medium creature.
Might try and throw a net on him.
Like pushing the boundaries of a medium creature.
he looks.
Sorry.
He looks quite strong though.
He does look very strong.
Okay, maybe I won't do a net then. Maybe we should just try and glaive him, but non-lethally.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like bonk him on the head.
Bonk. I like that.
Yeah. Let's do it. 17.
17. Yep, that will hit him.
Yeah.
More some damage.
Yeah. He's like, find the right. Okay, so we go. 4.
4 damage, okay?
Yep.
It's alright. Every little helps. So you come up the glaive and you just almost the flat side of the blade just clop him around the head with it. Boom.
Like we don't have to fight. We'll leave with Woyulf and we won't bother you again. We don't need to fight here.
You say that. They haven't had their chance to respond yet.
That's fine.
Okay. Anything else your turn?
Um,
Out of interest, how close? Because obviously with glaive you
So-
can attack from a distance.
I would like to do that. Yeah, I want to say
Yes.
out of his reach,
That's
but
fine.
within my reach.
That is fine. I thought that would be the case.
Yes. I think that is everything I can do.
Cool. Okay. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Beginning of the next person's turn, you hear a deep bellow from Dart in the shadows, just sort of, "No fighting and Woyulf home!" And you watch as Woyulf comes charging out of the shadows towards you, Athalia.
Very distorted. Oh, what?
That was it. Yeah.
What did he say again? what
She-
were the words? Because I think it was like for my
No
Spanish brain.
fighting. No fighting in Woyulf's home.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
The first one's a natural one. So it comes up with a claw attack, and just for whatever reason, just as there's some loose rubble, the thing just swipes short as it kind of slips on its feet, but then comes up with a second claw to hit you, Athalia. That is a 24 to hit.
Um,
I'd be very impressed if that didn't hit.
yeah, right.
Maybe late levels.
I think Athalia is kind of an impressive
That's
creature.
11 points of slashing damage to you, Athalia.
Oh, okay. Cool. I might die.
Okay.
As Woyulf
Yeah. Okay.
seemingly confused about everything going on. And you remember that Woyulf wasn't entirely convinced about you taking them to the forest.
Yeah.
You were starting to win Woyulf over, but Woyulf wasn't 100% convinced.
That's
Kind of
fine.
likes the easy life of living here. That's Woyulf's turn. That's Woyulf has kind of re-entered the battlefield. Pebble, it's your turn.
Okay. How perceptive I am to see, damage being done upon my
It
friends.
helps. Tali is definitely bloodied.
Tally, okay.
Oh, actually, no.
So,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Pebble is, a healer, kind of, as well. So, Pebble is gonna heal Tally, but I don't know how. 1 second.
So you don't have magical healing, you have mundane healing.
Well, yeah,
So
Pebble is not.
you have to get up close to Tarling, which is possible. That's
Okay,
fine.
well, I try dashing
I mean,
towards Tally.
Yeah, so you run towards Tarling, which is fine.
Is that my action or?
No, that's your movement. Getting to Tarling's your movement. Because I think your action is using your healer's kit.
So I'm
it's only
assuming
your-
we're both like very close. Everyone
Yes,
is close
yeah.
to each other. Okay.
So you're close. You'll also be obviously close to
While I heal Tally with the healer's kit, how do I mark off the healer's kit? Sorry.
You don't. So we've talked about it before. But don't worry about marking it off.
Sorry.
No, do it.
So while I heal Tally, I try, steering Woyulf towards our course. It's like we're not here to fight. You've heard Tally before. Like we're just trying to defend ourselves. How simple can I make this sentence for Woyulf?
They started it.
Yeah. Thank you. They started that.
okay.
Would it help if I cast it? No, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna be like that. I wanna be like more like I'm trying to empathize here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, there's on. First of all, let's roll the dice for the healing. So it's 1d6 plus 4. So roll that, and then that's how much Tali will heal.
1d6 plus 4 is 10. 6 plus
10?
4 is 10.
So Tali, you get 10 HP.
That's fine.
A thing that's worth mentioning with your healing ability here, Pebble, is that you can only affect a creature once per day. So you
Fine.
can't like keep doing this to Tali. So Tali,
Yeah,
you watch
that's-
as Pebble bandages up the claw strike that Woyulf
And-
just dealt to you, and
and
you've
then
got bandages.
And then Pebble takes out a little notebook, a little diary, and it's like, Tally, healed. No more for you. Can you imagine how rude?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, prescribed you some medicine, but only 1 dose per day.
Yeah. This is, hard shit.
Yes.
Oh,
But in terms of trying to relate and trying to get basically Woyulf back on your side, what specifically are you saying to Woyulf?
we're just trying to help. They threatened us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make me a persuasion check.
Yes. Fantastic, because I am good at it.
You got those sort of big, like puppy dog eyes.
Yes, 16.
16. Ooh, okay.
Pretty
Um,
good.
You do see that Woyulf, in this aggressive stance, turns and sort of looks towards you, Pebble. But there's no,
Oh, no.
noticeable change in their body language yet.
And I go
You'll
Puss in
find out if
Boots,
that means
like,
anything. Yeah, you'll find out if that means anything when it comes back to your turn. Okay, so that's in your turn. It's Jenny's turn.
Wow, our favorite character.
Fireball.
Wow, yeah.
Jenny is going to retreat up the stairs past Chad and just kind of
That is probably
tuck
very
herself
wise.
closer to the back door, and she's staying out of this. Tali, you'll probably notice that despite the fact that she claims she had the dagger and can defend herself, she is just sticking out of this.
That's fine with Tully, as long as she doesn't get herself killed. Tully's happy.
Yes.
As she's going past Chad's gonna be like, so yeah, this is just day in
Day in the life.
Everything's under control. Yeah.
Yes. Just another day in the office, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Because they rolled the same initiative, it is now Rosalind's and the Butcher's turn.
They are very in sync.
They are in sync. You watch as Rosalind just sort of like clips the Butcher on the arm. It's just like stop losing, you idiot! Go get them!
Rosalind, I don't like Rosalind.
And here I thought she'd be reasonable and realize that, maybe we don't need to fight, but no.
No,
She's doubling down.
she's
Yeah, I agree. I don't like her.
for someone that old, she's like very
She's got a lot of hate,
impatient. Yeah. Anyway.
But you do notice that as she does that and clips him across the arm, and says these words, you notice that some of the wounds on his body just start to heal up kind of rapidly.
Oh, come on, man. We're gonna die here.
If Tali didn't get hurt, my thing was to, Pebble was gonna try and detect what Rosalind was up to, somehow.
But the
Because
Butcher
I
then
knew she was magic.
stomps forward. And the Butcher's going to keep pursuing you, Chad. So the Butcher just comes up the stairs after you. You hear the creaking of the wooden stairs. This guy comes brandishing this big cleaver and just sort of swings it down towards you.
Hold on, is the Butcher upstairs then, and we are down, or what's the
Other way around.
geometry?
You were all downstairs, but Chad ran upstairs.
Oh, right.
So the Butcher's now running up, walking upstairs after him.
That might give
Chad,
us an
that
opportunity.
is a... Get my numbers here. 23 to hit.
Oh
Jesus
my
That
god.
does hit.
22 to
everyone
hit, sorry.
saw
22 to hit.
Yep, that does.
Yeah.
You watch as this large cleaver is brandished towards you. Need another one of those, thank you. Oh boy. Dealing 17 points of slashing damage.
Oh my god.
You just feel this big, you're thrown back by the force of this hit. As it just almost slices through part of the armor on your back.
That's painful. Ow.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Chad's gonna sort of quick back to him, right? All right, yeah, I can see how. Yeah, you really are the Butcher here. Yeah, you're clearly very good at separating limbs.
Oh no.
You hear from down the bottom of the stairs, Rosalind's like, yes, like that, now do it again, you idiot! As Rosalind uses her action to use her demanding strike ability, as the Butcher's going to use his reaction to make another attack against you.
Oh, right.
Sweet
Well,
boy.
I'm gonna use a reaction on this one.
Well, you don't have to because that was a natural one.
Oh yes!
So you watch as the
Nice.
guy comes, like, steps forward again. This time he steps on a loose floorboard, and you watch his foot falls to the floor. And it just puts him off as you manage to push yourself away, giving yourself a little bit of distance and avoiding his second strike.
All of a sudden, face palms, like very hard.
You do just hear this big sigh from us, and just.
Yes.
But that's their turn. Back to the top of the round. It's Brask's turn.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I think Brask is gonna follow the butcher, be like, go for the
Yeah.
butcher. Maybe use short sword and just give him a quick jab.
Okay.
Quick
So
jab,
Brask will
sounds
draw
good.
his short sword and is going to go in for attack. Have you opened up his character sheet?
I have, yeah, but I
Perfect.
can't click. Can I click things?
Should be able to click things.
Oh, it doesn't do like a roll or anything.
Okay, whatever.
But
Just
I rolled a 12 on D20.
12 and he gets
Yep.
plus. That including his +4.
No! So,
Okay, so 16.
He's a +4
that
boy.
will hit.
He's-
So now roll for damage.
it's a D6 plus 2. 3.
3 points of damage. So yeah, Brask runs up and does a jab with the short sword. You see the guy as he's kind of like exposed, where he's crushed, he's fallen slightly through the floorboards. Basically, yeah, Brask runs up and like jabs in the back of the calf. You just hear this groan of pain from the butcher. Cool. You want any bonus actions with Brask? Not that you know what his
Ooh, I
bonus actions are. He can bite someone.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, let's bite the
I like
butcher.
that.
Okay.
So he makes a bite attack.
That's another 20, roll 20?
Yes, please. And it's a +3 this time.
14.
Is that including the +3?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That also hits. So this time roll 1d6 +1.
3.
3 points of damage. Another 3. So he stabs him and then just goes and just bites into him. And then I think
He's
because of this, I
doing
think. Yep, he then gains 1 temporary hit point, which I'll put on there for Brask.
Amazing.
Cool. So that's Brask's turn. You watch this butcher who's not having a good time. He's just like, "Ugh!" He's sort of, as he's stuck in the floorboard, he's sort of like trying to like hit Brask away, but can't quite reach the position he's in right now. Right, that'll be Brask's turn then. Chad Donethius!
I'd like to do another insight check to see if the thing that I've, as a player, have thought of has clicked in his brain yet.
Sure, okay.
To start off with. Oh, that's a 16.
16, yes, go for it.
Right. Okay. So, while
Chad's
while he's-
intelligence now aligns with Will's intelligence. Briefly.
Yes. Yeah. He's picking some stuff together. But also, while he's thinking that, the butcher is, I assume, bleeding,
Yes.
and
no.
I've just seen Brask bite him.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Would I need to do a constitution saving throw in this type of situation? Would that be a good way of setting that up?
I know what you mean. I think for this one, Will, I'm just gonna let you decide what happens.
Okay, so let me
You could
take you
still
through
roll,
what
by the way.
what
Like,
Chad-
if that helps you, you could still roll.
You can
No,
roll it
yeah,
yourself,
yeah.
but
I might do. So just to take you through what Chad is thinking at this point. So Chad is just like, okay, so things are going wild. He's now been like, right, these people have lived for a very, very long time, and this character here, by feeding on the flesh of this eternally regenerating creature that clearly is doing this stuff, and he's like, okay, well, they're a bit like me, but also I might end up being a bit like Woyulf. And also, and this is all happening at the same time that he's now very, very tempted to do a heckin' bite on this guy because there's
chomp.
blood and he's just seen someone else doing a bite. And I'm gonna do a Constitution saving throw to see whether he bites or whether he tries to take a different
Sure.
tack.
It's probably
So-
if you're gonna do roll, it's probably more of a wisdom saving throw. You're trying to sort of overcome. You're
Damn.
mentally trying to think about what you're doing. Trying to overcome sort of a basic instinct within you.
That's a 4. So Chad's gonna bite. Chad's gonna like.
Aww.
So much.
Oh, he's gonna just check. Is
Yeah.
Jenny still look like? Can
I'll
she
tell you what,
see with the,
I don't with a roll that low. I don't think you have the mental capacity to check
I
first.
don't care.
Right.
So I think
yeah,
you're gonna bite and then you'll check.
Chad is going for.
This is like Tali's worst
heckin'
nightmare right
bite.
now.
Yep.
And that's a 9.
Oh,
to
thank
bite.
God.
Just-
Oh, thank God.
So
well,
you
I
miss.
mean, that's something, isn't it?
Chad's gonna go. Oh.
Chad, being
Ah.
not particularly practiced at doing this in a combat scenario. You're like,
Yeah.
you're basically fighting it. What you do is you just sort of like go, hang. And you're like still like several feet away. I think you basically you go in for the bite and then you panic because you think Jenny might be watching. So you pull back and you look over and you see Jenny is watching. And you're like,
yeah, everything's fine.
Is this obvious? Like, would Tali see
I think
this?
considering the layout of the pub, you're downstairs, Chad's upstairs. I don't know if you would see this.
So I'm on
Oh,
the
is the
stairs
guy?
still, aren't I?
So
Like-
Chad ran to the top of the
Oh,
stairs
okay.
where the arms are, and the guys follow him upstairs. You're downstairs,
yeah,
where Woyulf is. So I don't think you would see this.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's easier for me.
So that's your action, Chad.
Slowly.
Chad's gonna. So that counts as an attack.
It is an attack,
As
yes.
an attack action. So Chad is now going to try and redeem himself and try to look normal by doing a shield master shove.
Yep.
And he's going to try and push this guy down the stairs.
Amazing. So you make an athletics check, and he makes an athletics check.
Good
Contested
luck to him.
athletics.
Oh, yeah. Can he beat a 24?
Holy crap!
Jesus Christ.
He cannot, as he only got a 16.
Excellent.
Nice.
So you watch as basically he finally pries his leg out of the floor, and as he sort of stands up, look, you just go bound round the head, and this guy just falls backwards, but obviously onto a set of stairs, and just goes falling down the stairs.
Lovely.
Brask has to narrowly dodge out of the way. Actually, no. Christina, roll me a dexterity saving throw for Brask. Let's see if this guy saving throw, please. Let's see if this guy falls on Brask or not.
Oh, which dice is that?
So if you look at save, it'll be a d20.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay,
12 plus
let me keep Brask.
4. 16.
16, okay, so Brass is fine. Brass is very nimble anyway, so Brass, you do watch as Brass gets out of the way, even though these are quite narrow stairs, and the guy just goes head over, like after a tea kettle, just rolling down the stairs practically.
This is-
Chad, roll me 1d6. You'll take some full damage.
But he'll
Oh,
be
he will
prone,
get-
right?
Yeah.
He'll be prone.
That's,
yeah.
That's,
You'll take full damage and
4.
be prone. 4 points of damage, okay? So he takes 4 damage. You just hear another groan from Rosalind. As this guy just tumbles down the stairs, just bomb, bomb, bomb. You just hear a noise from him. Alright.
And Chad's gonna get to the top of the stairs where the
Yes.
where the arms are.
Yeah, so you make it at the top of the stairs. That's fine. That's the end of your turn. Athalia, you've just seen a big guy just be chucked down the stairs.
okay. I mean, that's fine.
Right.
Kind of.
It's
Okay,
fine.
so. But Woyulf is still, like, right in front of.
Yes, the Woyulf is still right, basically looming over you. Pebble has obviously tried to calm Woyulf down and try and get Woyulf back on your side, but you're not aware yet if that's worked, taking effect. You can obviously try and add to that. You can. let
Yeah, I
that
was gonna
stand.
say. So I think instead of taking an action, I don't know if it does count as an action because I want to basically try and do a persuasion thing. Persuasion thing. I
Yeah,
want to use
so-
my inspiration dice. I think.
Okay, so what are you saying?
Basically, it's gonna say, well, if we don't want to fight, we just want to talk. Please help us. Just get everybody calm, and so we can, come to an arrangement.
You say that and you're using your hero inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. As you say that, those words of just, we're going to try to help, we want him to calm down. You watch as Woyulf sort of, like his aggressive shoulder and stance just sort of drops, and Woyulf seems to calm down.
It's our boy or girl, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, she's trying to get him to calm down, and also maybe directing him to or her to help with the aggressors over here.
Sure, yeah.
That's good. Yes.
Okay,
So
well that's talking is a free action, so that's fine.
Oh, they're free. Okay.
Yeah, I'll say talking is a free action. You mean?
Okay. Then the guy on the floor is prone anyway, so there'll be advantages.
It would be advantage to hit.
Is that advantage on a net throw?
No, because that's a ranged attack. So when someone's prone, it's advantage on attacks within 5 feet, or disadvantaged on ranged attacks.
Oh, so it's disadvantage if they're on the floor. Okay.
Yeah, so trying to hit someone who's prone with a ranged attack is disadvantage. Trying to hit them with a melee attack effectively is advantage.
Can I get closer? Like, I'm gonna assume because of Woyulf's not being so aggressive, I won't get opportunity attacked.
You hope so.
Okay, I can do a bonus action first. Let's do a bonus action first, maybe. Let's do let's do Shield of Faith.
Okay.
So let's get a little more AC. We've got Shield of Faith.
On who?
Myself. Yes. Good. And then I guess because the net you can be used within 5 feet or 15 feet.
Yeah, so it has a normal range of 5 feet, and then it has a long range of 15 feet. So if you throw it 15 feet, you have disadvantage anyway.
Sure.
So you need to be within 5 feet to use it regularly. So it would be a regular roll because, yeah.
That's fine. So I want to get close. Yeah, I want to try and get slowly. Just I'm just gonna tie them up. They don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're throwing the net over the guy. Yep.
Yeah, within 5 feet. So I want that. I want that advantage on there because I think it is a weapon attack.
So you'll be a flat roll because this is how prone works. If you make an attack within 5 feet, you have advantage. If you make a ranged attack, you have disadvantage. So doing both at the same time gives a flat roll.
Sure. Okay. Yes, because there's still a ranged attack where it's within 5 feet.
Yes. So you can point blank someone with like a crossbow, but it's a regular roll instead of advantage. So yes.
17.
17 does hit, however. So you just quite easily just throw the net over this guy while he's prone on the floor.
And she's gonna say just stay down. We don't need to fight. No one needs to get hurt.
I'm hurt.
The only people hurt so far are Harley and Chad. No, that's not true. The butcher is hurt as well. Okay, cool. So that is your action bonus action. Anything else on your turn, Tarly?
No.
Okay.
I am good. And that means the net's done now, isn't it? It's a one-time use thing.
If you get the net back, it's fine. You can use it again.
Okay.
As long as the net isn't destroyed by someone breaking out of it. It is Woyulf's turn. So your instructions are to try and calm things down.
Yes.
Very Chris Tarrant. No, your final answer. We're going to
your
find
final
out
answer
after the break.
You watch as Woyulf sort of stands up to her full height, looming about sort of like 8 foot tall. As she stands up, you hear this kind of as it is winding up for another snot shot.
Oh,
I mean that could be pretty good.
And you looks like it's aiming for Rosalind.
Oh.
Yes.
And Rosalind looks up at Woyulf and she's like, "Don't do this." And because of reasons, Woyulf needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh dear. Snot is a very good conductor.
Rosalind's bad. Rosalind's doing some bad stuff.
Yep.
Which Woyulf does fine on. So, you watch as, despite her going like, "Don't do this, Woyulf," You just... you watch as it just globule of snot is fired towards Rosalind. With an 18 to hit, that hits Rosalind. So you watch as she's just covered in almost like you know, like Nickelodeon goo.
Yeah, I like that.
Just this green slime as she is just sort of like. You watch as she's like pushed back by the force of it and like stuck to a wall as well. And she's like,
oh my god, that's freaking brutal. I love it.
Yep. Okay. So that's that. Cool. Doesn't do any damage, just hits and restrains. So yeah, you watch as then Woyulf just goes and sits down on the floor. Just.
Thank you.
So that's Woyulf's turn. Pebble, it's your turn.
Everything seems mint. I don't know.
I mean, obviously, Rosalind and the Butcher aren't incapacitated. They're trapped, but they're not. You know, they can still do stuff.
Yeah. Can I? Well, can I try? Can I approach the How incapacitated is the Butcher? He's got like a net. Like, can I?
He's trapped under a net. Yeah.
Can I pillage him? Can I take things off him?
Oh, you want, okay. What things are you trying to take off him?
Like weapons and all that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, the only pieces of equipment you can see on this guy is this very large cleaver, and then he has this black leather butcher's bib, which you did see when he arrived in, which was covered in regular-looking blood from off the food, but also that kind of purplish blood from the troll. But that's the only two pieces of equipment you're really aware of, apart from like actual clothes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try taking his weapon or putting it away somehow.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
taking it off his position.
So despite being trapped under the net, he is holding onto the weapon pretty tight. So this will be an opposed strength check, athletics check.
Okay.
So you can make an athletics check, and he's gonna make an athletics check.
Nice. 18.
Ooh.
Okay. He rolled a 12.
Yes, Pebble, so strong.
Do you watch?
Yes.
He's kind of twisted up in the netting, and he's holding on to it. But you're just like, come down, like, can I have this, please? You just take it
Yes.
away.
Yes, exactly. I wanna play it like, can I have this, please? And I take it away, as you said. And then I look at him in the eye and I tell him, "This is for food, not for people."
And you're holding it. The thing is, it's not that small. Like, you do take it, but you kind of it's massive. It's almost like half the size of you. You have to kind of like scrape it across the floor almost.
This.
Yeah. Yes. You fall back and like dig it into a table. Yes. You have removed the cleaver from the butcher.
Yeah.
So that's your action. Is there anything else you want to do?
Kiss the butcher in the forehead. No. No.
Good night, sweet prince. Now sleep.
I try getting like far away from him. I'm still scared, so I'm just like retreat.
As you back away, he's going to try and attack of opportunity on you,
course.
despite no weapon, and he has disadvantage because of the net. So we'll see how this goes.
Neat.
You try and
So I rolled a natural 20, but disadvantaged, so it's not a natural 20.
just try and poke your ankles.
It is a 15 though.
Oh, and what do I have to compare it against?
Your armor class.
Oh yeah, it hits.
Okay. So as you're sort of like apologizing and stuff like that and walking away, you turn away, and he does kind of like throw his hand out, and he just punches you in the back of the leg. You take 4 points of damage.
Fair enough.
And it's just like, ugh. You just hear this muffled like, "Give me my cleaver back!" Ugh.
No, out. Good.
And then you're like, no, ouch, oh.
Yes.
Oh!
You nasty man.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's any bonus actions, Pebble?
What can I do as a bonus? What useful stuff can I do? I don't think I can do anything useful.
No, sorcerers don't have too many bonus actions, so that's fine. Okay, it's your turn.
Yeah.
It's Jenny's turn. She just looks at you, trying like, "What? Did you just try to bite him?"
No.
That's the end of Jenny's turn.
How loud is she?
Loud enough that you would hear, because you're quite perceptive, Tyler. I think your passive
Okay,
perception is quite high. You do hear, and obviously, if coming from Jenny, it was more almost like what a ridiculous thing to do. Like she didn't. She
Yeah,
at least in that moment she's not suspicious or anything. It's just kind of like, why? You think if Chad had actually managed to bite the guy, it might be more concerned. But it was just sort of like Chad's his big bravado hero, you know, sword and shield, and he's like, just like, what? So there's just audible confusion coming from Jenny.
I imagine Chad trying to justify himself, going like, it's important to, you know.
It's ancient. My father taught it to me as a catch the enemy off guard.
It's an intimidation tactic. Yeah. Anyway,
you can see more crazy than anyone else, then they'll leave you alone.
That is Jenny's turn. It's now the butcher's turn. So Tali, what does the butcher need to do to break out the net?
So,
I think it's roll a strength check.
So, creature can use action to make a strength check, freeing itself or another creature within its reach of success, and you can also deal 5 slashing damage to the net.
Okay. Well, he's lost his cleaver, so he can't do slashing damage. So he's gonna try to do a strength check.
Okay.
Oh, that's quite high. That's a 22.
Shit. Yeah.
So you watch as he just gets a bunch of it in his hand and just pulls it off himself.
That's fine because he doesn't break it.
Throws it to the side. He then stands up using half his movement.
But he has a weapon. That's
no,
good.
he has no weapon.
Progress.
Rosalind is once again just being like, as much as he's glubbed to the wall, it's just like, do something, you idiot! And once again, you watch as some wounds heal up on the big guy.
So even without touching, so it's just like remote healing, like a spell.
It just seems vocal.
I don't know if Tali would know this because I don't know how this works. It's sort of in game. Are they charmed in any way by Ross? Like either Woyulf or the butcher? Like, is there a way that Tali would be able to work that out?
I mean, she sure is charmed.
On your turn, we can talk about that more.
Okay.
But you watch the butcher stands up, and because this is not a big pub, and Pebble didn't get far, you watch as the butcher comes walking towards Pebble.
I mean, is Tali in the way? I don't know, because Tali was near because she put the net on him, so she's within 5 feet. So if he leaves, I get my attack of opportunity, right?
You would, yes. You watch as he sort of tries to push past. Actually, if you're nearby, no, he would come for you.
Yeah,
if you're closer,
that's what I was thinking.
He's on walk towards you, and he's going to try and disarm you of your weapon.
Hey!
I mean, you can't
that.
argue with that. I've disarmed him, so it's only fair.
Let me just find my notes here about how to do a disarming attack. It's in my actions and combat page. So, disarm. So make the attack rolls. You make a athletics check or acrobatics check, and he makes an attack roll.
Okay. Okay. I'll do athletics.
Yeah.
I got 12.
12.
Yep.
It's better than his 8.
Thank God.
You watch as he kind of marches towards you. Hear Rosalind just like, get a weapon, get her a weapon, do anything. And he just reached to try and like punch the weapon out of your hand. You manage to just like parry it with a blade and just sort of like throw his weight to the side. And just he just sort of stumbles to the side.
I would love it if Tali replied to that action as like, oh, this is not for food. Just continuing with the thing.
I also love the idea of trying to punch a sword out of someone's hand.
Yeah, weird.
It's a disarming attack, but he has no weapons left, so...
Like, if you get that wrong, then you're really in trouble, aren't you?
Yep.
Anyway, that's the end of the Butchers and Rosalind's turn. It is now back to Brask.
Hey.
Hey!
So he's stabbed the butcher, he's bitten the butcher.
Yeah, the Butcher has fallen down the stairs past him. You can see the Butcher's broken out of the net. And is making its way to, the butcher's now gotten up close and personal with Tali.
Yeah, I think Brask has now got a personal vendetta against this butcher. Not only has he come for Chad, he's come for Tali now. So Brask is like not going to try and do the voice. Like, going to run after him. Go to the short sword. Happy stab.
Yep. Okay. Roll to hit again.
20.
I'm taking the music.
1.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately not. As Brask is running across the floor, there's just a little bit of like sticky mucus from the snot shot that went across the room, and you watch as Brask gets stuck. And it's like, yeah, breaks his. He's not stuck to it. Like, he breaks his foot free, but is unable to cross the rest of the distance to attack this turn. So at the end of Brask's turn, Chad, you're back up again. So you're still at the top of the stairs, near these arms. You see downstairs the butcher's gotten out of the net, and across the way there is an elderly woman stuck to the wall with snot.
Yep, just a normal day.
That's a normal day.
That's exactly how it's going. Exactly how everything's going. I'm going to do a wisdom save.
Yep.
Oh shit! Oh right, yeah.
Self-imposed wisdom saves.
My brain has just arrived now.
That's a 7.
Okay.
I'm stood next to a pile of arms that I have already been very, very tempted by. And Chad has already been so close to. Well, Chad has already attempted to bite a living thing without caring if anything's around. So, Jen's just been like, did you try and bite him? And she's like, no. And then he's gonna look at the things and be like,
this is how you bite them.
you didn't see this. Please don't write about this.
You don't know this about me.
Yeah. But don't look at me.
I like the version of it where you look at Jenny and go like, did you bite that? And like, no.
Would that be my action to bite a
yes.
to bite a leg?
Yeah, because
you're would be my
effectively using the bite attack on an inanimate object.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do it. see if I hit it.
You don't need to roll.
Okay.
You will hit because you can completely control. You can
Oh, that would be beautiful. It'd be so good.
But you are using your action doing this. That's my point.
Are there any effects, immediate effects of Chad biting this raw leg? And it's not. It's like a bite, and it's also like a suck of the of the blood.
Not yet.
Okay.
You basically spend your action. You wouldn't be able to consume the whole thing, I think, in that time, but you make a pretty good go of it.
I'm certainly getting some good
Yes.
That's yeah.
Okay. That's your action.
Please don't write about this.
Are you doing anything with your bonus action?
Oh no.
My bonus action, I'm going to use I'm going to recover one of my expended psionic energy die.
Yep. Okay.
So I'm going to get one of those back.
I was just sitting there sucking the blood out of this thing, like.
And he's going to be like, wait. I think I know a solution. But for me, no, it's not really a solution.
Just talking your mouth full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
If this stuff, if this is good, if this keeps on just regenerating.
Anyway, that's your turn, Chad. Tali, it's your turn. I would imagine what Chad is doing is not very subtle. You would probably catch it at the corner of your eye, but obviously you are quite,
I mean, he's not eating a person, and that's what she told him that, he would up against. So right now, it's not currently a problem.
Yeah, no, I get it. Everybody's doing it.
Can you see that he's doing it to a severed arm? If Chad's upstairs and you're downstairs.
I mean, she's gonna go get her net, which is at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah,
so I'm
but
gonna get
you're
she's
busy.
gonna pick up her net.
You're busy with the butcher right now, anyway. So,
Okay.
whatever you see or hear anything.
Can I grab the net? Like, it wouldn't be moving out of the ring.
Yeah, you can basically
Reaching behind him, like,
strafe
just
the guy to get the net.
Okay, so I have net. That's good. Yeah. So my question was: Is there a way Tali would know if they're charmed?
Roll me an Arcana check.
I can do that. Where'd my dice go? Can I do that? Yes. Ooh, a 21.
21. Okay.
Oh my god.
I mean, when I say they, I mean the butcher and Woyulf.
Yeah.
I know. It's not so clear as being able to tell if they're charmed, but there is something clearly magical about Rosalind. Although it seems to take a different form to what you're familiar with, you would recognize the wounds healing on the butcher as her effectively casting healing word.
Okay.
Though she clearly has some magic ability.
But not necessarily charmed.
It's possible. You couldn't confirm it. My point.
Yeah.
You can be definitely suspicious of that, and it's definitely possible. But there's no telltale signs that you could just sort of see. And also, Woyulf, gunked her to the wall. So, but the butcher seems to be doing exactly what she said. Yeah. You might think it's possible more. She might just be old and powerful, and people might just listen to her.
That's fair. That's okay.
But even then, you're not 100% convinced of that. We'll roll that high. It's all possible. You have no real confirmation of it.
Okay. I'm trying to think if she's the. She's just restrained for some amount of time.
Until you remember from when Chad had it last time. It takes her strength. Basically, it's the same as the net, effectively, mechanically. She has to break out of it using a strength check, or someone has to break her out using a strength check. You would imagine she's not going to do a great job of getting out by herself.
Okay, that's fine. What do we do?
I mean, the butcher's obviously still looming ahead of you.
Yeah.
Threat, nonetheless.
Can I guess, sort of use the glaive to sort of. I basically want to sweep his legs.
Okay.
Casually.
I want to put him. I want to put him prone, basically.
That's fine. Yes, you can sweep the leg. What it would be mechanically be a shove attack. So you make an athletics check, and he makes an athletics check.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
I was thinking more can I use the back of the glaive to hit his knees?
Oh, you make an attack instead. Yes.
But
you wouldn't. Unfortunately, unlike Chad, you're not a trained fighter. So there's a type of fighter that can do both at the same time. You get to do one or the other. You can either focus on damage or you can focus on tripping.
Let's go with the tripping then.
Okay. So you make an athletics check, and he makes an athletics check.
Yeah. A 7.
7. He got a 9.
Oh man, so close.
So you go to swing and try to trip, and you just hit this thick, muscular leg, and just dong. And unfortunately, you make no progress.
That's all.
So that's your action.
Yep. That's fine.
Anything your bonus?
Maybe. So. Let's see if. Maybe not at the moment.
Okay. It's fine. You don't have to use the bonus.
Yeah, I guess she will continue to kind of just to say you have no weapon, you're outmatched. Just stop fighting. All we want is to get the building clear, to relocate Woyulf somewhere. That's all we want. Then we'll leave you alone.
Yeah. So you say that out loud.
You just try to sword someone's leg and it went clank,
No, but not
and then you're defenseless.
To put him on the floor to be to just kind of. put him in a place where he can talk to him.
That's the end of your turn. It's now Woyulf's turn.
Yeah, very specifically, I didn't hurt him because I'm not trying to be violent.
Okay, so Woyulf. Cool. Woyulf has got back her snot shot, so she's going to try and snot shot the butcher. You want to hear again here. As it just fires this huge globule of snot towards the butcher.
Oh no, your net though is gonna be ruined. The net's gonna be
I picked it
ruined.
back up
The
again.
net isn't on
You
the
picked
guy.
it back up, it's not on the floor
Yeah.
nearby.
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He didn't slash it, he just kind of pulled it off of him.
Okay.
Yeah. So you watch as, there's snot globule. Butcher being larger than Rosalind doesn't entirely encompass his form, but it does stick his feet to the floor. You see this kind of like, as Woyulf then gets up and starts running towards the guy. And he's going to make some attacks.
Oh god.
Wow.
I'll let you roll this time because you're close by. Roll me,
God. Okay.
roll me with advantage 2 attack rolls. You have a +7 on each.
Ooh, the first one is 23.
23 or whatever hit.
Wow.
And the second one is 26.
23
Jesus
will also
Christ.
hit.
Okay.
So just for fun, roll me 4d6 plus
Okay.
8.
Okay, let me do this on D&D. 4d6.
This is all the attacks together, but 4d6 plus 8.
That's the 4. 19 altogether.
19.
Plus-
4d6 plus 8. So I got 11 on all d6
Oh,
plus
yeah.
8 is 19.
Do some quick maths.
Quick, nice.
Okay. You watch, Woyulf comes up, and although we're hitting these large arms, these are using the blunt part, like punching the butcher, just like, boom, it's like, stop fighting! Boom! And just comes out this uppercut, and you watch as his last uppercut connects with the underneath the jaw. There is a shattering noise as the butcher's jaw calibrates, and the
Ooh.
butcher just goes, and hits the floor unconscious.
And probably his ankles break as well because he's pinned to the floor. So.
The weight of him snap. You hear the snapping of mucus
damn
as it hits the floor. And as he lays on the floor, you watch as Woyulf goes, spits one last time,
Oh my
and
god.
sticks him to the floor.
Great.
The butcher is unconscious.
Thank you, Will.
Maybe dying. You're not sure at the moment, but definitely out.
Hmm.
So that's Woyulf's
Not
turn.
having.
I guess I can't
Not having
reaction,
fun.
like, spare the dying him or anything, no. It's
It's not a reaction, unfortunately.
sad.
So that's Woyulf's turn. Pebble.
I go, wow. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh shit.
What a genuine Pebble response.
Yes.
Such
It's
an
very
in-character
in-character.
response.
Yes. Okay, out of I've lost I've lost tally of it. Is everyone okay? Can I heal? I mean, is chat's upstairs anyway. Is anyone in immediate danger? Not really.
No one downstairs with you is in danger or harmed. No.
I don't know what Pebble will do.
Apart from Tally, I think, but
Um,
you've already healed Tally.
Yeah.
Well, probably okay. But the woman is very much alive, isn't she?
She's very much alive.
And very much unrestrained, or is she?
No, she's still
is she
restrained.
completely? Oh, sorry.
She's still stuck to the
yeah.
wall.
She's weak because she's old, so she's stuck there.
Well, we don't know how weak. She is.
That's
I
proper Palpatine vibes.
yes. I'm old. I'm weak. But I don't have any. Yeah, no. I don't have anything to.
You could check to see if the guy unconscious is dying or not.
Well, yeah, I could do that.
Just in
Yeah,
case he is.
You could stabilize him if he's dying.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna do that because I genuinely, like, Unai genuinely has lost the plot. Pebble hasn't. Because I was trying to, be smart and go like, oh, is she still a threat? Whatever. What can I do to like restrain her more magically? Whatever. But then my spells are not.
That's fine.
Anyway, yeah. Let's try to. Yeah, approach
Yeah.
the.
Yeah,
boy
you
up.
can quite quickly see where his jaw was broken. You can see like blood is kind of like trickling down, like he's the moment in the process of bleeding out. So, if you want to, you can try and stabilize him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
So that would be. So you have a few options here. So with your healer's kit and your feet, you can stabilize him and bring him back to 1 HP.
Okay.
Or you can try and stabilize him regularly, which case you need to make a medicine check, and he'll stay
Maybe we
unconscious.
don't. Maybe we leave him unconscious.
I'm gonna. But I mean, this should this be a pebble choice or because this is like sneaky, isn't it? Sneaky game logic. I
Oh no, it's a case of you can heal this. Basically, Pebble, you can heal this guy to the point where he's back awake again, or you can leave him unconscious. That's
no,
Pebble,
I'm gonna
you can
leave
do
him
that.
unconscious for
Yeah, okay,
sure.
so medicine check.
Yeah. Medicine check.
Probably best for everybody. You know, he could get some rest.
Medicine check is an astounding 6 plus 4 equals 10. Okay.
10. 10 is exactly what you need.
Oh,
Great!
So you pull out some bandages and stuff, and you kind of, I don't know realistically how you fix a broken jaw, but you do enough work on him. Pebble knows how to do it.
bleeding.
You stop the bleeding.
Stop
Pebble
the
knows what he's
bleeding,
doing. You stop the bleeding, and this guy is laying there unconscious. He's no longer at risk of bleeding out, or so on and so forth.
How does Woyulf react to that? Because it's a little like counter, like mixed signals, isn't it?
You look at Woyulf. Woyulf is kind of watching you with curiosity.
And I tell him, we're not here to kill anyone.
Tell her.
Oh,
Woyulf is a girl.
sorry. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll look so shocked. Cool. That's your turn, Pebble.
Has to try and charm her. No!
Oh, no, it's true. Yeah, we did establish that she was female. Yeah, I completely forgot.
Okay, it's been a long time since we played last. To be
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's now Jenny's turn. Chad, you hear the sound of the door opening and closing again.
Right. Is that the door that we came in?
Yes, the only door that's available. The one that Jenny picked the lock for you and you went in and out. Yeah, you hear the sound of the heavy metal door opening and then closing again.
You hear the sound of heavy metal. No, sorry. I don't know.
That's her turn. It's now Rosalind's turn.
Oh dear.
She, seeing her butcher on the floor, seeing Woyulf has turned, you just hear, how about we call it a truce?
Sorry, what? What did
How
she
about
say?
we call it a truce?
What does citrus mean for a Spanish brain?
A draw.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah.
I don't know about. Are we?
Are we out of initiative?
She is standing down as best as she can while glued to a wall. So yes, this would be the end of the initiative.
We just want this building to be empty, to be free for the person who's gonna renovate.
Yeah. As you say that, you watch as Rosalind just sort of like slumps against the wall, like, do what you want. We're powerless to stop you anyway. She just sort of like sulks into the bogies that she's now starting to crush on the wall against her. And that's where we'll go to our break, I think.
Very good. Wow. I have to set up a break because it's the worst system that I've ever programmed. When shall we be
I don't
back?
think Jenny is especially happy with
She's
with
she's
Chad
fucked
anymore.
off, and she's gonna go and tell everybody that we're fucking weird. We're a bunch of weirdos.
Yep.
Small
Yeah,
and
that's
Mighty are
totally-
cannibals. In the newspaper tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we come back
so-
at 1:45?
Yep. I'm
Yes.
trying. Oh, okay. See you in 17 minutes or 16 already. No, 17 still. See you. Bye.
See you
Bye.
Bye. And we're back. So I'll just
Yeah.
reset the scene slightly if I don't fall off my chair. Great time for that to happen.
Done.
So yes, you are. A sort of sense of calm comes over the pub a little bit. Rosalind kind of just like sinks into herself, sinking deeper into the goo. Woyulf is now sitting on the floor, and the butcher is unconscious, stuck to the floor with more goo. But just before we come to you guys, outside, Christina!
Hey, oh my god, I have to, one second.
You
One second, I
drunk-
have to remove the title of I did add Brask, just because.
Ah.
One sec,
I saw
sorry.
that.
Well,
That was really cool.
We can carry on while you do that. You
Yes, of course.
So Christina,
yeah.
you're
There we
outside,
go.
you're partying with people, and in your drunken haze, you spot someone you recognize. Is that new person? Jenny. You see Jenny. You see Jenny emerging from outside of this what appears to be abandoned tavern, or almost like a metal like staircase at the side of it, kind of like a fire escape. And you just watch as she runs to this banister and just throws up over this
Oh.
banister.
Okay.
Just
Okay. I just sort of wander over. Go,
Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
So she looks up and obviously sees
Excuse
one
me.
of the townspeople. She's like, sorry. Sorry. Yes. Can I help you?
Can I help you?
No. Actually, yes. Do you have some water, perhaps?
Oh, I have a spell for this. Oh no, I'm still on
Right.
Bear with. Bear with. See,
Bearing
it's
with?
just going for the jelly. Bear with.
Yeah.
Bear with.
She's just looking very confused, and you can see like very pale in the face.
Pretty sure I have. It's shape water.
I don't think that
Yay.
makes water.
Yeah,
though.
that's not create water though. You can shape water that's already there. So there's
It's like the
a
film,
puddle
The Shape
somewhere,
of
you
Water.
just, like get the water from the puddle and like.
Yeah, I was like, is the grass wet?
Well, however, if you do have like a water flask, which you probably would do, you can like shape
Yeah.
the water out of the water flask and like
Just for
water
extra
bend it into her
flair.
face.
Oh, like the abyss. Oh my god. What film?
I mean, I'll just hand her the flask. I'll not.
Yeah.
Form of face in the front of it.
Yeah. Just so she throws up a little bit more.
She takes the flask and you watch as she drinks some of it, like almost like swishes it around her face and her mouth and just spits out some of it, and then drinks some more of it. And she's like, "Thank you very much." And you just watch as she just kind of sits down on one of the stairs, and just looks like she does not know what's going on. She's just.
What's going on?
I'm gonna roll an insight check for her to see if she.
Is the reply that I don't know?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll an insight check for her to see if she recognizes that you are Christina or not. No, she does not. It's fine. Don't worry. Just why don't you go back and enjoy your party? I'll be all right. Thank you for the water.
I can't enjoy the party if I know someone's not having a good time.
I'll be fine. Thank you.
Oh no, I've got to stay right here with you. We'll have a nice time together. Patting her knee.
Great. Sure. Okay. Wonderful.
It is wonderful, yes. Party. You're missing out.
Well, okay. She looks around and sort of like, at this point, there's probably still some commotion. Like the last remnants of the fight is still going on inside the tavern. So she looks around. She's like, "What do you know about the troll?"
What troll?
I see. So she's not told anyone about it. Interesting. Where do you think that meat comes from?
Not meat. Don't eat meat.
Interesting. She must- you can see us.
When an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
Jenny's gonna become a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. Yes, and Jenny starts to formulate some theories in her mind about how Rosalind is tricking the townspeople into eating a hidden away troll. Anyway.
Oh, now I know what's going on. Excellent. I love
Yes.
that.
So, back inside the tavern.
I genuinely.
Oh, we lost.
Nope, we lost her.
We lost you. Oh, you're back. You're back.
Cut out.
Genuinely,
Oh
what?
no.
What were you saying?
I just find, I'm just learning so much today about
Yeah.
what's happened. Obviously,
Yes, you
Christina
are.
still doesn't know, so she's like, I don't eat meat. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know what you're on about.
But
Well,
yeah,
Christina doesn't know what's happening, but Jenny thinks Christina is a townsperson. and a townsperson who doesn't know anything about the troll. So Jenny is thinking that Rosalind has hidden this all from all the townspeople.
She's not hiding
ladies.
it.
She might
Does
have.
everyone know that they're eating the troll?
Ooh.
You don't know. At the
Okay,
party,
that's-
you don't know, but Jenny is now convinced that they don't know.
Right. That's fun.
Verity, you might miss this. So at the party, there was, amongst all the food, there was this strange meat which had a kind of like purplish color to it and had like looked like kind of like crackling, but was like tree bark.
The only
And
kind
a lot of the
meat that
townspeople were
appetizes me.
eating.
Yeah.
Imagine Christina was just went for the cake. And
Yeah,
she-
that's fine. You don't eat meat, it's fine. But the townspeople were eating it. Anyway, back inside the tavern. What are you guys doing?
Okay.
Chad.
Just chilling, innit?
Sorry, go ahead, Sarah. Go ahead, Sarah.
No. What's Chad gonna do?
Has Chad finished engorging himself?
Yeah, by about this point, you would have done.
Excellent.
And upon completing that, Chad, you heal 6 HP.
Oh.
And I will say, this also satiates your need for another couple of days. It resets the timer on that.
Oh, this is interesting.
Right.
This is extremely interesting.
Now, that at this point, we don't know if that is if I would normally regain HP from any kind of blood, or if that is because it's Woyulf blood.
Yes, you do not know, Will. / Chad.
Yeah. So,
Chill.
chill. Yeah.
I like that chill is definitely what Chad thinks of himself, whereas Wad sounds much more like what everyone else
Yeah,
thinks of him.
absolutely.
What does WAD mean? Anyway.
Doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean
It's
anything.
got the
Alright.
right sound. What a Wad.
Cool.
Anyway.
So Chad is going to finish that, and he's basically going to run to like the banister. Basically, he's like he can like look over at everyone, and he's just going to be like he's going to like hold up like the now completely dry bone of whatever it is, and just be like, "This is really
This is
Oh, you cut out there.
What did you say again?
yeah.
Say again.
This is really good. This is really, really good."
I'm gonna be alienated by the situation and say
Hey, Chad,
That is
that's
raw.
right. We have some. Just put it down.
Chad's like hyper, like a 2-year-old now. He's really like oh.
Oh dear. I love it.
Okay, it's fine.
I love
Okay,
it
look,
so much.
we just want this building to be free. That means, boy, if we could take you to a forest, back to a forest, fresh air and freedom, and make your own choices, find other trolls, or we could relocate you to another building, an abandoned building, if you want to stay in a building. Tarly doesn't want to make you choose. It's your choice. But Tarly thinks the forest would.
So,
Nice.
Woyulf, no, stay here.
No. Somebody wants this building, so we don't want you to be here when they take the building, so we could move you to a different building.
You can see that Woyulf sort of like, kind of like looking at the floor almost. You can see the cogs are turning, but very slowly.
Yeah, take your time.
Chad's gonna call down and be like, yo, different building, and you could still, have your legs chopped off.
Chad,
I'm just, you said let him choose. I'm just saying,
It's
I don't want. Tarly doesn't want Woyulf to have to go through having limbs amputated for other people's
pleasure.
benefit.
Well, yeah.
That's not a life.
Chad's coming down the stairs now.
Is Rosalind reacting to any of this, or
She
just
has
chilling.
almost resigned herself to she's just slumped against the wall. You can hear this kind of slight grumbling from her, but she's not getting involved in this conversation.
I can imagine. Can you imagine her like mocking us up, like, "Oh, I want to leave this place."
Maybe.
It's great.
It doesn't take the most insight to realize that she is clearly defeated, but really doesn't know what to do with herself now. So she, has just literally sunken in on herself. So, but yeah, so you're coming downstairs, Chad. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
Chad-
continue. Go on.
Go ahead. Chad's gonna sort of go up. He's gonna sort of take Tali to one side, and sort of like, like, listen. I've been thinking. I was in the middle of all of that, the stuff that was happening. There was a moment where, it clicked for me. Like, what's happening to me. I mean, I obviously we don't really know what's happening to me, but you know what's happening to me, and well, I'm like them outside. I'm like Rosalind. I don't want to hurt people, and they've found a way to get access to the type of stuff that I need. That is sustainable. He doesn't seem to mind, I'm not saying you should stay here. Obviously, we want to get paid money and all that type of stuff and shift him somewhere else. But do I want to be, or do you want me to be them, or become Woyulf?
Neither, Chad. We're gonna cure you.
But what if we can't? This Woyulf's blood is really good. Really, really good.
Chad, okay.
He doesn't mind.
Chad,
This could be a thing for the meantime,
it's not a life, Chad. Woyulf is a living being with feelings. How would you feel if somebody came and lopped off your arm every month? Or every few days, or whatever it is?
At the moment, I kind of feel like that's what's happening to me.
But
I mean, obviously, without the literal
not.
arm coming off. Every few days. But, I need to do this. I'm just putting it out there. I could see myself in this situation, and I think that's worth considering. You promised you'd help me not hurt people, or not kill people. I can't remember if we said hurt or kill.
Hurt.
Yeah, hurt. Okay, the semantics.
I don't want you to
hurt,
and
kill.
you don't want to hurt anybody,
Aim to-
Chad.
No, it doesn't seem like it's particularly hurting Woyulf.
Look, right now, I think Woyulf should choose where Woyulf goes. Whether that's a building, whether that's the forest, either way, I'm not saying yes or no, but we know Woyulf, right? So wherever they go, we're gonna know where they go. So, but let's just, and if we get desperate, maybe, okay? But let's just try and see if there's another way, because, and if we do this, right, we it's like a trade, okay? If we do this, we give something to Woyulf in return.
Yeah, absolutely. Does Chad? No, did we cover with the whole vampire mythology stuff?
So Tali found out that Chad is cursed. It's not a disease.
Yeah. So do we know about the likelihood of the whole sunlight thing eventually maybe becoming a thing? That's not, is that like part of the mythology that would be known?
So the sunlight thing is part of the mythology. From what I think Pebble picked up on it, is vampires burn in sunlight. That is a part of the mythology.
Yeah.
The fact that you don't have that part, I guess, suggests it may be coming down the line. We don't know you don't know if that's time, if that's some sort of evolution.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have that part of it. But that does seem to be a outstanding part of the mythology of it.
Yeah.
I don't remember if Pebble clocked in fully about the situation.
You didn't. I think everyone rolled a history check. I think you rolled the highest, so you kind of knew most about folklores and stuff like that.
Yeah, but then since Chad and Tally spoke, then I think Pebble approached Tally and it's like, oh, is
Tally
he a
didn't
vampire?
tell-
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Tally
Tally
didn't
said
tell-
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tally
Pebble
told
currently doesn't believe
Pebble.
there's no vampire
like,
business going on. It's just that
Wait,
all I'm saying,
potion.
Pebble.
Yeah.
Pebble was the one who knew the most about the mythology at the time.
Cool.
Cool. Chad's going to emphasize like, I tried to bite the butcher man.
I know, Chad. I heard Jenny say what the fuck.
Yeah, she ran away. By the way, I've got no idea why.
What do
I
you
don't
mean?
think she's
What do you-
I don't think she's too
No,
happy.
what do you mean she ran away? Where
I
did she
heard her
go?
leave. Anyway, I think we really should concentrate on getting
No,
Woyulf out of the building.
No, Chad, because Jenny ran away. Jenny, who has met all of us, who saw you try to bite somebody. She ran away with all her notes. She's a reporter. She publishes news articles.
I'm sure she'll write a great article. We've been completely fine. We just got a bit much for her, you know.
How much does Pebble doesn't hear anything of this, right? This is like
They're
a
probably,
super
they're probably
private
like
conversation.
Tad and I
I
probably
think-
argue. It's obvious they're arguing.
Yeah,
It's going
Like,
like
they're
that.
trying to
yeah.
whisper.
I reckon it would have been too quiet for you to hear up until the point of Tali being panicking about Jenny.
yeah.
Jenny,
yeah,
run
yeah.
away.
That's the point where probably you start hearing things.
Pebble might go after Jenny.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Pebble is
Are
fast.
you declaring that to the room, or are you just going?
Pebble is like, oh shit, and he zooms
Yeah, okay. So you watch as Pebble runs up the stairs. Bum, 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 bum,
potentially
jump,
expeditiously, but I don't know if we need that.
You jump over the little gap that was broken last time where Chad fell through the floor, and you get to the door. You open up the door, go outside, and you see just almost like 2 feet away from you, sat on the stairs.
I'm
You
like,
see a complicated conversation between Jenny and one of the townsfolk, trying to understand one another, and getting all the more confused. So you don't know. You don't even. Do you not even see the blue meat?
Don't eat meat.
No, you're
She must have some sort of illusion or something going on. And you see Jenny is like scrawling notes down dramatically, creating this some sort of complicated web of conspiracy that's going on in the
Can
cul-de-sac.
I avoid that somehow? 1 second. I don't know.
I mean, you
I
can't close the door again quietly.
Yes.
What do you mean by avoid it?
No, avoid her writing. You know, just trying to like deface.
I was like, I don't
what-
want any part of that conversation.
He's like, do I approach them? What do I do? I mean, I could cast. I could mold earth in the shape of like something that stains the notebook irreversibly. I don't know if irreversibly because it's just a cantrip.
She's quite far away from. She's still sitting on these metal stairs, so she's quite far away from any earth as well.
Oh, metal, but one of the metal stairs right there. Oh no, it's far away from earth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's the stairs lead up to the first floor, so she's sat essentially on the first floor.
I mean, I can also cast firebolt.
Oh, dude, just burn the notebook.
And burn it.
That'll definitely get a good story in the newspaper.
Can I? How
Journalists
much can I
attacked by
control?
wild mages.
That's the thing. How much can I control? what
Maybe
I
you just
cast?
talk to her.
I go like very delicately as like, hi, Jenny, please, hi, don't go. Hi, fellow person. This person, how much do you? How are you?
Jenny just looks at you and just goes, "They know nothing, Pebble. They know nothing."
Who you been, Pebble?
How'd you...
I mean, 1 second. Does Pebble clock in?
Pebble,
One second,
Pebble
one second.
being you are very much more familiar with Christina's voice. That despite the seeing this other townsperson, you clearly hear Christina's voice.
And okay, so I'm instantly relieved. Pebble is instantly relieved. Okay. So Jenny, you haven't told anyone
You
thank
watch as
you.
you see a spark of recognition in Jenny's face as she realizes this is Christina, and you watch as she just tears the notebook out, pages out, just crumbles out. Never mind.
What'd you do that for?
One second.
Christina, you don't
yeah.
know anything about you.
What? No. One second. Why does Jenny willingly renounce to her note taking?
Well, not that Pebble would understand, but because Jenny has been thinking she's talking to a townsperson about the troll thing.
Oh, right.
Has just realised she's talking to Christina, who she knows nothing about the troll. So all of her notes and theories are invalidated. So she's just thrown it away.
So okay, but she's only throwing. All right. But this is like a clarification for my weird little brain. So she's only throwing away the notes about the conspiracy.
Yeah, she hasn't thrown the whole notebook away.
Not
She just
right.
tore out a couple pages and just chucked it
enough.
behind her.
Fair enough.
Jenny,
We're all in the same page.
Jenny.
Yes, Christina?
Excuse me, Jenny. What'd you do that for? Putting all that hard work, and now you're just throwing it away. What are you doing?
It's practice. Just practice, Christina. I'm just, just
I
practicing
hope-
writing.
I hope you're going to recycle that.
Yes, of course.
Is recycling a concept?
Oh, don't,
This is very interesting.
Don't litter it. Don't
You
forget,
watch
you're
as
not
she
gonna litter.
stands up and walks down the metal stairs and goes and picks up the scrap paper that fell on the floor. She just starts wandering off in a random direction, not near the entrance to the cul-de-sac. She just walks away.
Bye.
But no, before I go like Jenny,
She stops.
and I try casting firebolt without burning her hands, or I'm like drop it and then I cast firebolt. Will that work? I want it destroyed.
Roll me
I want the
intimidation
notes
check.
destroyed, even if
Roll
they
me
are
intimidate.
theory.
Is Fireball an AoE spell?
No, firebolt. He's not saying firebolt. I'll remind you of something though, Pebble, which you would be aware of. Tali took all of her notes. She doesn't have the
She
notes
had
she
to
took away.
restart. Like
She's
when we
taking
entered the building, Tali took.
Okay,
notes.
but how much? I mean, I don't really know how much she's written after.
You don't
Because
know, but
she's been out for a while.
I will make you aware though, Pebble. If you want to try and get her back on your side, destroying her notes is not going to do that.
No, I mean the thing that she's trying to recycle. Only that.
Sure, but you're still
She's 1.5.
It's aggressive.
you're making
Okay.
an aggressive action. You're shooting a firebolt near her in a city that doesn't like magic. You can do this. I'm not saying don't do
But I
this.
thought-
I'm just saying be
Be aware.
aware.
Fine.
What you do might cause Jenny to go run and find some Justicars, is my point.
Okay, let's not do
Because
that.
she's
a
not
civilian.
gonna. She's a civilian, and she's not gonna see you burning a ball of notes as, oh, I'm just trying to get rid of those notes. She might see that as, this guy tried to set me on fire.
So it's that powerful. Okay.
No, it's magic.
Yeah,
You're
fair,
shooting.
fair.
You're shooting. If someone turns up with a flamethrower to try and burn your McDonald's bag while you're holding it, are you going to see that as an aggressive action, or you're like, oh great, got rid of my McDonald's bag?
Depends of whether it's winter. Okay. Sorry,
But
I'm out of the loop today.
again, Pebble, you do you. I'm just making sure you're aware that you're casting magic in public and potentially, casting a dangerous spell towards one of your allies.
Yep. So it's like, where are you going, please?
I'm just wandering around, getting some fresh air, waiting for you to emerge from the tavern, so I can ask what the fuck is going on.
I'd like to know the
Good.
same thing.
Nice.
I've missed Christina. I've missed Christina so much.
Me too.
So
Me too.
Pebble, maybe you can answer. You were there. Why did Chad do that?
How much of a good liar is Pebble?
Don't look at your notes. Just say things.
If you want to lie, then make the roll.
Yeah.
What would Pebble say to that?
Well,
Yeah, close your character sheet. Just say things.
Chad is
Not.
He's got he's got stomach problems and he's hungry sometimes, but he didn't mean it. I mean, Pebble is doing like a really terrible job at this. I'm trying to I'm trying to shift this into small talk as well.
Okay.
I also thought this was like I also thought this was weird. Maybe maybe with a little stew it would release more of the flavor. I tried to...
make me a deception check to see if you can, despite the terrible line, to see actually how it lands for Jenny.
Natural one.
Okay, I'm not gonna roll for Jenny.
Natural one.
She stands there listening to you, just silently waffle for a while, and then she goes, "Okay, I'll ask Chad when he comes out."
That might be the best thing to do, or not.
I'm not going anywhere, Pebble. I'll be here.
Okay.
She sort of just wanders around a little bit.
That is good. And it's just.
Does anyone
like
want
a very
some
fake
mead?
smile. No, no more meat. Meat, yes.
Mead. Mead.
I need it. Well, does Pebble drink? 1 second. No, Pebble is too young for that.
There's no age limit on alcohol in this time period.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
You're a farm boy. You probably drank.
I'm gonna be like, yes, meat, great idea, thank you, and I will offer. Yeah, Jenny. Oh, I mean, do you have meat? Shall we go to get some meat for Jenny while Jenny stays away from the general public?
I mean, Christina's already gone to get mead, so she
Good.
doesn't hear any of this.
Thank you. We can wait here. Good.
So I like that Pebble's having this existential crisis while
Yes.
Jenny is slowly walking away just randomly. Christina has gone off to get some booze, and you're just there talking to both of them despite the fact they're not there. Brilliant. Back inside the tavern. So you guys...
Okay, Chad, okay. I think Pebble's gone to get Jenny. It's fine. We can see what Woyulf says, but Chad, why did you try to bite the guy? What happened?
Look.
Help me understand.
I don't know how this works. When the Chad leads you like further away, talk like very, very quietly. But when I attacked the old man, I've forgotten his name already. Dimitri, that's the one. Yes, of course. Yeah. When I attacked Dimitri, immediately mispronounced his name. When I attacked Dimitri, when I attacked Dimitri, there was this. I was compelled. I didn't want to. I was compelled to. It was just this thirst, this feeling that just drew me to do it. And I'm feeling that again. Well, I was feeling it again just then. Not quite as strong, but he was bleeding. He was covered in blood, and Brask went to bite him. You're not giving Brask a hard time for biting. That's just
Brask
what it
didn't
is.
kill anybody.
But I'm sure Brask has killed people. I mean,
No, you know what I mean, Chad. Stop being difficult. I just...
Fine.
and you gotta just try and be less.
It was like a
obvious.
roaring in my ears. I couldn't not.
But then you proudly just showed us the piece of arm that you found. Why?
Oh, but it was so good. It was so good. It was different to the other one. It was different to the other.
Okay.
Oh, I get why they're doing the whole arm thing here.
Okay. Look, you have to be less obvious where you can. You have to try, because I think you scared Jenny. the other people, our friends are gonna be like, what the fuck? What's happening? They're gonna be confused. I'm trying to cover for you.
We can pretend it was cooked. We can pretend that one.
But it wasn't. We all know it wasn't.
We can just say it was. He sort of looks down at all the purple blood that's presumably it was just, raw steak.
Look, I'm just saying, I can't keep covering for you if you keep making it this difficult.
I understand. I just don't want to. If the stories are true, if let's say the whole vampire thing, the vampire thing, if that really is what is going on, what if that is the case, and what if I start not being able to, let's just say, go outside in the daytime? I could end up like Woyulf, stuck indoors, needing to be brought food.
But that's why we're gonna cure you. If you keep drinking blood, isn't it gonna speed it all up?
Well, if I don't, are you saying I should just? I can try not to. I can try not to.
No, I'm just saying it might end up speeding it up if you continue to. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I don't want you to hurt anybody.
I can do my. I just don't. I will see if I can fight it. I'll see if I can fight it.
Do you feel okay now? Are you?
I feel great now. I feel.
Okay.
Oh my goodness! It's so good. I mean, I'm still injured, but it's just that was
Okay.
really good. Woyulf is a.
Tea boy.
Okay, Chad.
Girl.
Okay, fine. Okay, that's nice.
It's weird for me too.
As you're having this conversation, you hear behind you, Woyulf has decided.
Hi.
Oh.
Woyulf.
As despite you having like a 10-minute conversation, Woyulf's been thinking the whole time, and has just come to a decision.
What do you want to do?
Woyulf would want to go back to forest.
Yeah.
Woyulf not seen forest in a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woyulf maybe want to find other trolls.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that.
Yeah.
How do we do that? Well, it would probably make sense to get the rest of the group. Maybe we could do it at the night time. I mean, I don't want to alarm anybody by having you're quite large.
Woyulf, no go out in daylight.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it easy. Okay.
Woyulf hide better in dark.
Yeah. So we should move you in. Do you want to go tonight? Shall we?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Chad's gonna turn to Rosalind and she'll be like, Rosalind, hi, Chadronethius, you can call me Chad, we've met. What's going to happen to you guys? Now that we're going to,
She looks at you with these sunken eyes, and it's almost like she almost appears older than she did before now. Like, this resigned herself to this fate of being without Woyulf and losing Woyulf. Yeah, almost as she's taken on this mentality of being older, and she looks more sunken in the face and more weary, and she's like, I don't know.
Maybe there's a balance here. Now, I can see you giving me that look, Tali. I can see you giving me that look. But listen. Clearly, I come from a family of traditions, long line of Chadronethius. Chadronethii. And my father was called Chadronethius. We're the Vertine. We're a Vertine. I'm established traditions, and the establishment need to be upheld. And clearly, if us rescuing Woyulf is going to endanger the lives of everyone here, I mean that's not. Again, Chad's like, I can see where you think I'm going with that. I'm not saying that there's an equal thing. Clearly, Woyulf has been wronged here, But would Woyulf in the forest would he be open to providing a somewhat reduced service to these fine people, and potentially a bit sort of looks to Rosalind's maybe a little bit extra that could go to someone else, who might be an interested party. Could we set up some kind of arrangement?
Are you directing this conversation at Rosalind now, or are you directing this at Tali or?
It's sort of like it's kind of like towards Tali, towards at Rosalind, but like angled so that Tali is very much kind of so like if Rosalind's there, Tali's like over there.
Yeah. Well, despite angling at those two, it's actually Woyulf who speaks up. Like, Woyulf no want to hurt anymore.
Oh, that's kind of
Right. Yeah.
Look, Chad, I don't want.
Do you have cousins?
Chad, look, I don't want Chad, Rosalind. I don't want people to suffer, right? I don't like suffering. But at the same time, Chad, the people of this town, Rosalind, your people, you are unnaturally extending your lives.
Yeah.
People are not supposed to live forever, or for centuries. Not humans.
So what you're saying is that traditions and dynasties can come to an end.
Yeah.
That these things are established just because something's been going for a very long time, and generations of people have been part of it. That these things aren't right just by virtue of.
Not always. Depends.
This is a brand new concept to Chad. This is challenging his entire upbringing. So
the whole way through this conversation, Rosalind is just doing her best not to look at you.
Oh, shady.
She's sort of, as much as she can while glued to a wall, she's just sort of turning and facing away.
I wonder if she's plotting something. But I'm outside the room.
Rosalind, I do have a question for you. Where did you learn how to do magic?
There is a sort of change in her demeanor as you say that. Like, what do you mean?
You're I don't know his name. The butcher. You healed him in the same way I heal my allies. I use magic.
She does sort of start to look towards. She doesn't quite look like meet your eyes, but she does look vaguely in your direction. And there is this look of confusion on her face, just like, I don't know what you mean. I didn't heal him. I just told him to keep going.
But his wounds recovered.
The troll's effect, I think. All of us, we heal quicker.
And to her knowledge, is she telling the truth? Like,
roll me an insight check.
Yeah. And you mentioned there was a change in demeanor, right? What's the change like?
Confusion.
Oh, I see.
From stubborn ignoring you to confusion. You asked her something she wasn't expecting.
Insight 23.
She's genuinely confused by this question. You get the impression, to her knowledge, she isn't aware that she can do magic.
So interesting.
Okay, maybe I'm mistaken. Then
She goes back to in a huff to ignoring you.
No, listen. Look, Tali, you're not mistaken. If you're mistaken about this, you could be mistaken about anything else. No, I don't think. I think Chad is now invested in the idea that no, Tali's made the correct assumption. No, I think that I can see that Woyulf has had some effects on this, but I think actually you were onto something there, Tali. And I don't think. And also, while you're at it, allies. Is that all we are?
No, okay.
Thank you.
Just,
Thank you.
I did say friends earlier. Okay, I don't. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Okay, but just be consistent with your friendness.
Okay. Tali is sorry.
Thank you.
Chad got
But no-
ally zoned.
Yeah. But no, Tali, I think Tali is onto something. Rosalind, I don't think it's just Woyulf.
Yeah. Some
What
people.
do you think, Brask? Brask, you're Mr. Justicar. You're Mr. Magic Police.
Magic police. Yes.
Perk up.
What's
Like,
your
what?
assessment?
He gets up real close and starts like sniffing around Rosalind. What's to her chagrin? He's like, oh, I need to think about this, and he just stomps to the corner.
Look, some people have innate magical ability. They don't even know they're doing it sometimes. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe it's
Well.
in the same way that Woyulf's blood seems to have healing properties. Maybe Rosalind has some sort of abilities innately. She doesn't know she's using them.
Excellent. So, I think what we should do is confiscate the rest of the arms and come back later. You know, they should keep for a while in a suitable fridge.
What's a
And fridge,
So you consult them to preserve them.
we consult them, but we can preserve them. We can preserve those for your legal purposes. And yeah, I guess we need to turn Rosalind in.
We need to get Woyulf out of this building tonight first.
That's a good point. Yes.
And figure out which forest, the nearest one, and look, Rosalind. I'm happy if we can take Woyulf and we can just leave you to your life here.
Yes, just go away.
Do we have any guarantee that you wouldn't just go and get another Woyulf? We'll go and recapture him.
Just looks away again.
Well, Chad, they didn't catch Woyulf. Woyulf was sort of here, and the building was built around.
Oh yes, I forgot. Was Chad even part of the conversation at that point? I can't remember if he remembers. Yeah.
Rosalind, Tali is sorry. Really.
Nice.
Right. Well, she's not talking to us anymore. By then,
Woyulf, we'll Tali and friends will come back tonight, and we'll take you to the forest.
Okay.
Okay, so just stay here. Rosalind.
look after
would you like
Rosalind.
would you like to come down from the wall?
Rosalind stays silent.
I'm gonna help you down because I don't want people to be worried about weight and everything.
So, without too much effort, you managed to. The snot has kind of crusted over at this point, so you actually have to kind of like chip away there with your glaive or a dagger or something to break her free.
Great.
Chad will help.
Yeah. It's easy enough between the two of you to do. She just sort of slumps to the floor, standing up, but just sullen head, kind of waiting to be told what to do by you guys.
You want us to take the butcher man somewhere he can rest?
Take him back to his shop.
Okay, where is his shop?
It's the adjacent building. It's connected.
Okay. And I trust you'll leave Woyulf alone for the rest of the day. She'll still be here when we come tonight.
Yes.
Okay. And Tali wants to trust you. But if Woyulf suddenly goes missing, Tali will call the Justicles.
Am I free to go now?
Hmm?
You watch as she sort of slowly starts waking her way up the stairs and making her way to leave.
Chad, do you want to help me with the this guy?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
Come back to his shop.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah, Brass got offered help as well.
Oh, I was glad it Brass is strong.
But yeah, you managed to get by the time you get out of the door, you realize Rosalind is most of the way across town, across the cul-de-sac. She does kind of push past you, Pebble, but wordlessly. You guys carry the butcher back round to the butcher shop. No one bats an eyelid because everyone just assumes he's drunk and passed out.
Yep.
And after a couple of minutes of like cleanup, you are able to kind of regroup everyone together.
I'm gonna guess we go get the arms for Chad.
Are you getting the arms?
I mean, Chad wanted to get the arms, right?
Yeah, okay.
How big are the arms? Are they like? They're like
They are about twice the size of a human arm.
Can we
a
take
human arm.
a box of them?
So there was a small stack of them. So there's probably roll dice for it.
Can we get like a little crate?
There are 3 remaining.
3 remaining.
We can carry them.
Carry those. Just to see if I can carry them in something that's less.
I'll
We
have
can wrap them up in like a cloth.
I will. Maybe not Chad. Tali. I'll have you roll an intelligence check
Oh, I can do that.
while this conversation's going on. So I assume you're having this
Just
conversation.
straight intelligence.
Yeah, and trying not to involve any of the rest of the party, are you, in this?
No.
No, okay.
Be quite embarrassing.
Yeah, that's fine.
7.
7. All right, perfect. Carry on.
Yeah. Well.
Tali, could I use your net to like form a I don't have a bag or anything. I probably don't want to be walking around with these loose.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess they won't fit in a backpack.
No.
Okay. Okay. Just be careful with it.
Get out.
I'll wash it afterwards.
I mean, it's not. Tom doesn't mind. Just don't break it.
Oh, right.
It's useful. Does Tali know how to preserve? Like, is this meat like gonna spoil? Like, because she had a little bit of time in not in cities.
Yeah.
How do we preserve this?
So sporting his way. You know one person who probably really know how to do this. That'd be Pebble.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
So
Will
have
it be
we-
fine for the journey back to the pub?
Probably doesn't know about the pub. You probably want to, very quickly start salting it
Okay.
to preserve the meat.
There isn't a cold room or anything at the pub, is there?
There's a cellar.
So
Or the coldest room.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, have you at this point left the? So have
We
you
are now-
encountered
Yes,
us as well?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now about 12, so everyone's sort of regrouped together. You see
Um,
Jenny slowly making her way back towards your group as you start to party up.
I was gonna ask something a little bit specific. So we were drinking mead, right? I want Pebble to have tried persuading Jenny into drinking rather heavily, and how
Jenny
how
would
the-
have been keeping her distance to you all come back out.
Damn it.
Any attempts to try and talk to her from a distance, she ignores.
Okay.
Yeah. You probably, as a party, have a few moments before Jenny kind of returns.
Yeah, I guess Tali
wanna
was saying, like,
discuss?
so we're gonna. Woyulf wants to go back to the forest. So we're gonna move her tonight. It might be good if we could find some sort of like trailer or something. We could maybe, because she's quite large, and I'm worried we're gonna get spotted.
Brass speaks up at this point and goes, "Where is the nearest forests?"
Well, Tali might know. Adam, where's the big map?
The big map.
Because
So-
she would have seen some on her way to this place.
No, you came from a different angle. Oh well, actually, you would have seen some on the way. Sorry, but let's get the big map up.
Yeah. Do I get it up on the stream as well?
Yeah, why not? Since it's been a kind of a
Very
decent place to kind of close
La,
out on.
la, la, la.
I need to find it. So, got my new little toy. I'll share a link with everyone so you can have a look at this. Been setting up some things. So if you look on the Discord chat under general, I'll post a link there. And Unai, you can work some magic to get that on the stream.
This is correct. I can. Oh, I thought I could. Oh, right. So we are now in Darbridge.
That ooh was exactly the response I wanted. Thank you, Will.
Ooh.
You're welcome.
Ooh.
I'll take my payment afterwards.
So, 1 second. Just so I know where to focus. We are now in Darbridge, is it?
Dalbridge is where you are now.
Cool.
Brattonshire at 11:30 in the morning.
It's a very specific map.
What does it say that?
Top of the Brattonshire
Oh,
in 11:32 a.m. Yeah.
Great. Fantastic. Cool.
Tailwind.
So we are in Darbridge. Yeah, Delwind sounds like a nice forest.
Well, I mean, so
That is a spelling mistake, actually. That should say MA,
Well,
not
What?
AM.
Right. Okay. Good.
oh,
I've written that the wrong way
Yeah,
around.
okay. I was
So,
like,
MA.
Tailwind?
But I suppose that Tali's response to the question, because she probably wouldn't know about Dalewind, but she probably wouldn't know about Ironwall.
So you would have come from the
Direction.
south, kind of
Really?
past the
I
Joseph thing.
thought westy.
Yeah, so southwest is the Elder Gloam Expanse, which is where you came from.
Would I have seen other forests on the way?
You would have seen Blue Oak, probably.
Okay. Yeah, there's that one. I mean, I know there's a small forest wood nearby called I think it's the Blue Oak. I mean, Jenny, do you happen to know the surrounding area?
That's actually she approaches as you just address it normally.
Sorry, I know there's been a lot, but this would be really. We can explain everything. This would be really helpful, right?
I do have questions, but so we're trying to get the troll to a forest.
Mm-hmm. What's the nearest one?
To my knowledge, probably the Dalewind.
Is it big?
Yeah, it's I mean, to walk it, you could spend days in there. Honestly,
Okay.
I've not been. I've just heard some of the woodsmen talk about it. For the players, by the way, on this map, if you look in the top right, there's like a symbol, and you can tick something that says hex grid, and you can see a hex grid over the map. And then, so this will help you work out travel distances. So each hex, if you're traveling on foot, takes 1 day of travel.
Makes a lot of sense.
So it's like a day away.
Yeah.
A day away, on foot. If you're traveling by like horse and cart, half a day.
Okay. That's not so. Ooh, but we'd have to get the troll there in the nighttime,
Yeah.
or find cover.
Jenny keeps thinking like, but honestly, if you're going to the Dalewind, maybe a boat. It's quite near the river.
We
You
need
just sail- Put maybe try and get Woyulf on a boat, covered, and you sail down the Eelspur River until it's near the Dalewind, and then you just take her to the Dalewind.
Yeah, and Tali, Pebble, and I have got contacts on the docks.
Wonderful. There you go.
Well,
People who are experienced in transporting,
Yeah.
large entities.
I don't think those contacts are amicable.
Active.
well, we
Yeah.
would need a crater or some sort of. So I think we need to inquire about a vehicle in a way, a box.
We've certainly come across at least one ship that has access to the facilities that we would need.
But
Yeah.
that's a boat for the sea, not for the river.
That was a
Right.
boat of the river.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Oh, neat.
Dowridge isn't connected to the sea. It's connected to the
Oh,
sea
yeah,
via the river.
I see.
So it was this is the exact same river.
So if the
The
boat could make
Eelspur.
it into the Dower Bridge, it could make it. Alright.
How much money is it to hire a boat?
You would have no idea. You'd have to go and ask people.
Does Jenny
Well-
know?
She does not. She's like, I've never hired a boat, unfortunately. One person who might know, an old
be
sailor
Chad.
friend of yours. Well, no, Chad probably hasn't hired a boat.
Oh, fair.
You know an old sailor.
Which old sailor?
But Chad.
Butchard? Yeah.
Butchard? We do
Oh,
know
but Charles is an old
Butchard.
sailor.
I think only Tally really knows it because you went into his room, but you saw the stuff about
Yeah,
ships and stuff like that, and he's an old sailor. Hence the peg leg.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that
we need a
makes a lot of
boat
sense.
and we need a crate. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's doable. Yeah, dream team.
Well, it sounds like you have a plan, and it sounds like you're heading out of the city. So I'm not going to be leaving the city. So I think we should probably have a discussion because I have some questions, and Talia would like my notes back, please.
Tali will give you your notes when we get back and we can have a chat.
There's an awful lot of time out there in the wilderness where I could be writing all sorts of things, and maybe my memory isn't so good without my notes.
If you want answers to your questions, you probably shouldn't write untrue things about people.
I probably shouldn't, should I? No. And it'd be helpful if I had answers to my questions, and then I wouldn't have to write untrue things.
I mean, do you want to come with us?
No, I don't want to leave the city, thank you.
I'm trying to find a solution here. Tali doesn't want you to write things about I don't know what you're gonna write.
Well, what kind of questions do you have?
Well, namely, why did you eat that arm, Chad?
I was, I have a stomach condition.
Yeah, that's why I told her. That's what I told her. Yes. See? Stomach condition. You didn't believe me.
Exactly. I think
Amazing reincorporation.
I think it's entirely likely that same shit excuse would be what both Pebble and Chad would come out with.
Roll me a deception check. With advantage because you managed to accidentally say the exact same thing Pebble
Yeah,
did.
I mean, this is a...
Can Tali insight Jenny to see if she believes this?
Yes, you can.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
17.
I'll roll an insight check for her first.
Right.
This is great.
Okay. So she goes, fair enough. And then yes, Tali, roll me an insight check.
I should have burnt those notes. Just for the
22.
fucking sake of it.
22. Okay. Let me send you a message. Talia.
Ooh.
We just appreciate Verity's jumper, by the way.
I know. I was
Yeah.
thinking it's really nice. It looks really nice.
It's
One
so
sec.
good.
How can I close up on that? Oh, no, me.
It's so fluffy.
There we go. Oh. It seems so soft, that's why.
It's funky.
Good
Look,
stuff.
I don't want to write bad things about you. Like I said when I met you, like you are heroes in a place that has no heroes. I want to write good things, and I'm not gonna expose you as magic users. But I do need a little bit of trust from you. I came along with a reason to see you doing heroic things, and you are saving a poor, endangered creature from a life of torture and servitude. Let me write about that. Let me give hope to the people of this city.
That's actually a good point.
You're not gonna... I want to be your friend. I don't want animosity, and I would like you to trust me. and taking notes from you, which I gave you willingly, because you asked for them, but I'd like them back, please. And I'm not trying to be difficult, but I've never been outside of the city before. I don't think I'm going to be very good outside of the city. Plus, I do have a job I need to go to. I am a reporter. I'm expected to go back to the newspaper.
Jenny,
Yeah.
you make a lot more sense than any of us.
Are you planning to name us in your article?
I can leave you nameless if you want. I was planning on saying small and mighty, but you could.
Saying small and mighty, I think is fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Tali doesn't want our identities revealed.
That's fine. I won't put your names in it.
And Tali doesn't
Bless you,
want
Christina.
people
Yes. Well, it can be Brask as well.
we do
So-
magic.
Magic, I won't include magic in it. And if it helps, I won't even say there's a troll involved. I'll say you helped some squatters.
And the biting?
I mean, do you think people would not be?
I don't think
afraid?
my readers will be interested in Chad's stomach condition, so it's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you
I
think
think-
people would want to read about a troll? Then people, they don't like magic and
She said she was going to leave the troll out.
sure, but okay.
Yeah,
So
I
I
think this is great. Sorry, go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah.
You are, for lack of a better term, a mercenary company. I would have thought some publicity would have done you good.
I agree, and that was the whole. Yeah, that was the idea, and I think you've seen, these things never go smoothly. I don't know how much action you've seen, Jenny, but these things never go quite smoothly. And I think that went really quite well there. And I think, mutual trust will go a long way, and I think, we should all be, have that trust, and be friends. You said you wanted to be our friend, and we could be our friend. And Chad's gonna, as he's saying that, he's gonna sort of like put a presumably bloody hand on her shoulder. Like, oh, I think we should all be friends.
Yes, as what is Chad saying? I think we could be friends. I think we could help each other. And look, my story of the heroic small and mighty is not going to last long if the Justicars come and shut you down, is it?
I'm just like maybe out of character, maybe not. I'm just wondering how Jenny is gonna omit so much of the story
Oh, she's a reporter. That's what they do.
for it
Just-
still to make some,
I'm sure.
sense.
I'm sure Jenny is fantastic at her job, and is more than able to keep everyone happy here, and is able to write something that will do her career, her excellent burgeoning career, no end of good, and will also help us, and won't if any incrimination was at risk, it wouldn't incriminate anyone. I think there's absolutely a way. I have full confidence in Jenny's abilities and her intentions here.
Well, thank you, Chad.
And Jenny, if you're ever getting hungry and want to go and get dinner sometime, then just let me know. And I can give you some more answers on the upcoming adventures that we're having.
Honestly, Chad, with your stomach condition, I'd be terrified
Yeah,
to
no,
find out.
I agree. Chad, you shouldn't go to dinner with her.
Right,
Jenny
yeah.
shouldn't go to dinner with you. No one should have dinner with you.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't. I wasn't thinking straight. Sorry. Probably just as well. Thank
Okay,
you.
fine. You can have your notes and flat notes, but can Tali can Jenny wait until we are sort of on the way? Fine, on the way. Because I don't want the story to come out while we're still transporting in the city. So you could just give us
Well, it's going to take me at least a day to write it anyway. So, in theory, you're back in a day or two. It should be ready to go. I can wait that long. I'm not exactly in demand as a writer. I'm trying to be, and burgeoning reporter. So, I can
I'm
wait
sure
a day or two.
Sure you will be once you start. I'll shut up.
Tally pulls out the notes and sort of just. Tally is sorry. I don't want to be difficult. I just want to protect.
It's okay. I understand. You're being protective. And she takes back the notes. So to confirm, can I write about the troll, or do we want that omitted as well?
Well, isn't it gonna scare people? Don't people not? They don't like.
Well,
Yeah.
equally, scare people. Trolls scare people, but the absence of trolls, the removal of trolls, that's a good thing.
You are removing a troll from the city. And the story of a cannibalistic cult of villagers, slightly more interesting than just a bunch of squatters living in a tavern. And heroically rescuing a innocent creature.
All right.
Rehabilitating it.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Thank you, Tali. I will. Exactly.
Where does it? Where will it be?
Well, if the paper picks it up, it will be in the Dowbridge Bystander.
Okay.
I do have to give enough juicy details for my publishers to actually take the story. Okay.
How do you get that?
I write the story, I give it to
No.
them.
How do you get the paper?
Oh, you can just buy them.
Where?
They're usually most corner streets, Hammercott Square Market. You can buy them there.
Oh. Okay.
You do remember
We
that
know that.
Butchard has pretty regularly turned up every morning with a new newspaper for the Dowbridge Bystander as well.
Okay.
Right, well, I'm going to head off and go start writing this up. Best of luck with the troll transport. I'm sure you'll do wonderfully.
Thanks.
And I'll see you soon enough.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Johnny.
And she turns and starts
Good
to
luck
make away.
with the writing the story, the publishers and everything.
There we
just-
are. If you need to ask me any more questions.
Elbows chat.
And Christina comes back with the
Yeah.
mead.
Yes!
Me! And
Yeah.
Pebble just like downs one. It's like too much.
And that is where we'll end today's session. With you guys
Great.
making a plan to smuggle Woyulf out of the city. Jenny off to write a story about you. Well done, guys. Well done.
Didn't I?
I don't
Didn't
know
I?
if this story that
Didn't
Jenny's
I?
gonna write is gonna be good for us or good and bad.
Meow.
Oh, hello.
I do have some good news, and a little bit of shame that Ryan's not here for this. You guys all level up.
Yes!
What?
You are
Level up?
level
Oh no,
4.
she's gonna sneeze all over my notebook. It's fine. We're good. Oh.
Level 4. So, I'll write a little guide for all of you about what you can do with leveling up. This is one of the bigger open ones because you can
Yeah.
get feats and ability improvements and stuff like that. So, we'll talk about that later. But yes, you level up, so well done. What else do we need to do in the outro? Inspiration token. So, Sarah, you obviously had a decision. Who would you like to give it to this time, and why?
I think I want to give it to Verity, for Christina's antics, like coming in, being a life of the party, confusing
Yeah.
poor Jenny. Like it was just classic Christina moves. It was good.
Excellent.
I enjoyed it very
you,
much.
Sarah.
Okay, so Verity
Yeah.
has it for next time. Perfect.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. There's my notes. Come on. Cool. All right. Well, that's it. So, thank you everyone for watching today. Hope you enjoyed our game. It's nice to be back, and we will now be back to regular streaming, hopefully. But obviously, if you did, you can catch us again here in 2 weeks at the same time. If you follow us and turn on notifications, you'll get a reminder when we go live, that kind of thing. If you want to rewatch our last session, you can find that on YouTube, and this episode will be on YouTube next weekend. And you can also find us on Twitter if you want to see what we talk about, do little notifications, that kind of thing. But that's it. So we've been Small and Mighty. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.